twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations, home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kansas Speedway, home of the next round of the NASRA Cup Series. Pultz Poppers 225. You're going to have it all live right here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Good evening, folks. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. Wesley Outlaw will be joining us here in a little bit. And our great producer, the Australian Dean Hopton Biggles on production. This is Dorothy's country. This is going to get good. And also, real quick, our great producer told me a second ago, buy you some silver. It's going up. That's beside the point. Point standings up on your screen as you see. Brandon Trano, actually. He leads in the points. Randy Nichols, Matt Cherry, Kevin Edwards. These guys already have wins. See Jeff Merck right there, last season's champ. Tristan Bruce right there in the mix as well. There's your cut line for the playoffs. Got Clapper, got Aaron, Rodriguez. Got a whole lot of names right here on this list. And Dean, buddy, I'll bring you in because, I mean, this is my very first race aside from the season opener. When I helped you out, calling the season opener. But this is actually my very first race back. And, I mean, I'm just happy to be here at this point as you see Mid-Pack Motorsports leading into the Cup Series standings.
Yeah, welcome, Jacob. And I know, we love you, have you in the booth, of course, on a familiar voice of the NASRA network. And you'll be obviously helping me out a little bit here until Wesley gets here. We do have a grid. We got to get ready to roll here because we've got a stacked grid, Jacob. So a lot to go through here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll run through it real quick. I think there was over 40 drivers that were signed up for this race right here. They had to tell some of them to go to the house. So, yeah, that's pretty big. How about this? Jonathan Cofield, DSR Electric Truck Series champion from last season, sitting on the pole here tonight, 29.895. His outside will be occupied by Landon Kelly. Jacob Manning will be rolling off for P3 with Michael Larch in P4. Matt Garrett, Brandon Trano, championship points leader, coming into the night, rolling off for P6. Trevor Williams, Justin Clapper, Tristan Bruce, Drew Ballesteros, the top 10. Then you got Chance Leahy with Robert Walton. Then you got Jackson Wade, Matt Hudgens, Bo Tiffany, Robbie Richards, Brandon Broadfoot, Anthony Harden, Kevin Edwards, Chase Albright, that's the top 20. Randy Nichols, Brandon Schumann, Matt Cherry, Buzzy Mongo being the top 24 with Matt Holmes, Anthony Burleson, or Tony Burleson, some of us know him by Anthony, Andrew Wasowski. I might have screwed that one up, Dean. You might can help me out on that one. The Holidaddy, Brian Chew, Peyton Johnson, Roger Diamond, Ben Scanlon. Then you got Damian Neeson, Adam Newton, the Bulldog, Jeffrey Johnson, Josh Recorder, Richard Jackson. Hell, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Stacked field, Dean. It's hard to put them all into it because we're getting ready to come to the grid. Pace car is off. The next round of the NASRA Cup Series is in full swing, baby. Like I said, we in Dorothy's country. We are in Kansas this week. Green flag is in the air. Jonathan Cofield, Jacob Manning, Landon Kelly, Matt Garrett, all of them shooting down in there and already having a couple working their way up against the wall. Manning has the lead. Cofield trying to get it back.
Yeah, they're coming up to hold my beer corner, which it should be all of them this evening there, Wesley. But Jacob, because it's going to be the action pack. You said the three-wide action in the background as well, too. You will expect to see this early days. Track temperature looks pretty good. I'll get the track information up for and let's stay break and all that. Let's see if everybody can get a few laps under the belt.
Yeah, this is going to be fun right here to see how many people, or just see if everybody gets some laps under their belt. Like you said, everybody wants to kind of see it because, Dean, this place right here, Kansas Speedway on iRacing, and obviously like it is in real life. This place right here puts on some of the best racing that you're going to see. We've seen it obviously with the Cup Series, the NASCAR Cup Series, now we're seeing it with the NASRA Cup Series. This place, it's like I said, the racing's awesome. It's multi-group. You got top, you got bottom, you got it right in the middle. You get fanned out all over the place. And it is very, very fun, very, very fun to race here. You got to be careful over in turn 1 and 2, right there in the middle of it. We'll have to be watching out for this, though, tonight, Dean. Guys getting right there in the middle of 1 and 2. There's a bump You feel it. Trust me, you feel it right up against the wall. When you run right across it, you'll feel it. The driver's going to have to maneuver around it. But that bump will knock your car sideways. It could knock you straight up into the wall. A lot of characteristics about Kansas Speedway. And this, honestly, like I said, is a fan favorite of not only sim racers, but also NASCAR Cup Series drivers.
Yeah, you mentioned about that. You'll see that a few of those bumps, and these drivers will certainly be well aware of that. The temperature at the moment is a 95 and 35 course in for the rest of the world Celsius. That's very interesting there too, Jacob. So let's see how they go. Stage 1 will go to lap 30. We'll get ourselves a caution if we don't have one prior to that. Welcome everybody in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I also heard something about the track state. It was going to be about an 80%. That's a lot of rubber. That's a lot of rubber out there on that racetrack. That's really going to throw these guys a little bit of a wrench. You know, I mean, it's going to get good. I mean, and look, actually, I mean, kind of like some of them might have been glitching right there going in the wall right here, going into turn 1. See some of the battles on your screen all the way back here in the back. Jacob Manning still holds on to the lead. Brandon Trano actually has just got around Jonathan Cofield for second. Cofield goes back to third. Randy Nichols, he's won him a race already this season. Back here right in behind Kevin Edwards. Bo Tiffany trying to work his way down the inside of Kevin Edwards, able to complete the pass. And Dean, you know, we see all these guys working their way, coming off of 4 into 1. You see everybody coming down onto the apron. They can do that. They can drive down on the apron. They go all the way to the grass. Hell, if they want to make the pass in the grass, they can do it. But this isn't like, you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This isn't like a Daytona or Talladega. These guys can go anywhere they want to on the racetrack to try to improve their position. Here's the trick, though, Dean. If they go in too wide going into 1, and there's a guy up on the top side, he does not have to let that driver up. So you're going down there on the apron, but you're going down there on your own free will.
Yeah, I'm always amazed at how there's essentially no track limits, as you'd mentioned. You can go down the grass if you want, but it's going to disrupt too much of your speed. But it just goes to show you that there's a lot of this track that you could use, especially right on the inside apron. You can see you can go 4 wide there, just go 5 wide. If you're bold and brave, wouldn't probably recommend it, but so far these guys are racing well. They are racing well, and that's what we love to see. Not too much change-a-roo up the front. This is kind of where you throw your little blanket over it and snuggle up in front of the fireplace for Christmas time.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, Dean, you know, you recommended not to go 5 wide. I would recommend that as well. I've been 5 wide here at Kansas. It never turns out good. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, hell yeah. Every time I ended up on the tow hook. Every time. You don't go 5 wide at Kansas, you get caught up in a tornado pretty freaking quick. But there is Chase Lay back here in the 16th spot. You was also seeing Jackson Wade right there in the 96. So Jackson Wade right there, a little bit in the mix of that as well. All of them coming around to complete lap 10, or start lap 10, I should say, and get it right here all the way to lap 30. You saw your stages a while ago. There's Justin Clapper. Justin Clapper, 63 right here, working his way through 1 and 2. And Justin Clapper could be one of those drivers, Dean, that we could really be watching out for this season. Clapper's pretty good in these next-gen cars. So watch out for that 63. He just seems like he's always there. But obviously with this series, you know, obviously it goes from next gen, then it goes to Gen 4, Gen 6, and swaps out so much. But keep an eye right here on Clapper. Clapper's one of those guys that I've watched last season in these next-gen cars. He knows how to get it done in these bad boys.
Yeah, he's been a solid performance so far this season, and so definitely he's been running right up the front of the field. There's your position gainers, and at the moment, droppers. Don't like the word losers, because you haven't lost anything until you cross that line. But their gainers more so. Nichols up places inside that top 10 too, as well as Edwards up to 9. So switcheroo, but still early days, Jake. Remember that stage break is looming at lap 30.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, halfway more or less through stage number 1, and you know, Dean, I've expressed this before. I've expressed it on, you know, the NASRA 360 Racing Network. I've expressed it when I was racing these next-gen cars. I've expressed it on the Door Bag and Download, my podcast on Spotify and Apple. These cars, racing in these cars, I hate them. I absolutely hate them. I mean, maybe it's just because I sucked at them. I'm not 100%. That could be one of the reasons. But, you know, there's just something about these cars that, you know, I never could figure out, you know, that I really, you know, I just hated them. Except when we go to mile and a halves. Because the mile and a half, you know, in real life and also on iRacing, these cars work pretty good on a mile and a half race, much like what Kansas is, obviously, a mile and a half. And you're starting to see the fruits of the labor right here. Brandon Trano sliding right by Jacob Manning. Manning had to get out of the gas. Trano actually might have got him arrow tied and had to make Manning get out of the gas. That opens the door for the 58 of Cofield. And, you know, Jonathan Cofield is also one of those drivers that we see in these next-gen cars that's very good. I talked to him earlier on the day, Dean. I really did. I talked to him earlier on the day. And, you know, he was thinking that maybe there was a curse in NASRA. Just for the simple fact that he won the DSR Electric Truck Series last season. You know, he won the championship. And then ever since he's won the championship, it's just been bad race after bad race. Bad luck and bad luck and bad luck and bad luck. And tonight could be the night where the 58 turns it around.
Yeah, absolutely. And we hope for Caulfield. He's been a long-time racer in the NASRA network, and as you said, he's won races before. He's get back up to the top where he's been, and certainly got himself a good qualifying position in this race. He qualified in the pole position, actually, come to think of it, and he's battling it out right now with Trainer at the front of the field there, as they're starting to get a little bit of a gap to Jacob now, back in that P3 position, and then there's a bit of a 1 second odd gap back to Drew Ballesteros.
Yeah, pretty good little bit of movement right there. Everybody working their way on lap number 17, trying to make it to 18. And, you know, and obviously, you know, remember, you know, going all the way to lap 30, and then we'll end up having our caution pay us out some stage points. Hopefully be able to talk to the stage 1 winner, which could be Brandon Trano, could be Jonathan Cofield, hell, could be Jacob Manning, hell, it could be any of these guys. I mean, the front 2 guys get into it, it's game over. Somebody back here in the back may have a shot. Check it out, Tristan Bruce at the 23. Obviously, Tristan Bruce races on the Friday night series with the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. Stirred up. Here we go. We got a caution out here on the Speedway. Damian Neeson, one of those drivers that got caught up in that. There you see the old 24. And hell, they're still wrecking. Brandon New back here having to get on the brakes. Josh Recorder. Caution out right here, stage 1.
That's got the advertising as well, too, Sean has, for the new NASCAR game that came out. Well, I think if you have to be a NASCAR driver to have a sneak preview of that one, but I think he's just got a sneak preview of what a caution would look like, even in the game, my friend. And let's go back and have a little look at it.
Let's see what happens here. Pultz Poppers instant replay. Thank you very much to Pultz Poppers for their sponsorship, and see what happens. I mean, you know, Damian Neeson, one of those drivers. See kind of what happens. It might have been right in front of him, could have been behind him. Let's see what Hopton's cooking up for us right here. See kind of what happened. No, hell no, it happened up her front. Whoa, hold on, baby. Oh, wow, what a lockdown right there by corner. Almost got smack dab in the middle of that. Almost went straight head on into the wall. But I think it really started around that old 24 right there, Dean. It might have started around Neeson. Let's see if it was Neeson. Yeah, slide up. No, hell no, it happened in front of him.
Bang, into the 4.
Wow.
Just trying to find who it is there.
The Bulldog, Adam Newton. Oh, wow.
Yeah, but Adam Newton was reacting to that too. So just trying to find out exactly where this is. This is
Well, I'd say it's going to be right here in this area. I mean, hell, they're three wide. Newton snaps loose. That was one of those spots I was talking about right there coming off turn 2. You can get loose big time here coming off of turn number 2. And watch where he's at. Watch how it is right here. Perfect camera angle, Dean. Watch what happens. Right there on that seam. I've talked about it before. You straddle that seam, you can snap loose. Happened again. Happened right there where the 38 was. That's Ryan Tiny Horse, Ryan Johnson. And then out of nowhere, Newton just coming down the track, and damn, just got T-boned right there by Neeson. And these next-gen cars, I mean, they've actually gotten a little bit tougher over time, Dean, but certainly could be some meatball flags out of that one. A couple of guys jumping down pit road, taking a couple pit stops. Everybody, most of them staying out, but a couple of them taking a pit stop. We're going to take one with them. NASRA Cup Series. We're back in Kansas.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Damn, perfect timing, baby. Back at it. Green flag here for the newly named FDC Cup Series, which is the Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series. Green flag back in the air. 8 to go in stage 1, and Trano's got the lead. He's leading the train off turn 2.
He's leading the cars got 3 wide. They're back there trying to shuffle their way up into position. There it is. You can see old T. Bruce. It's got a tiny 2 next to the 3 there. It's got Randy Nichols, Michael Larch, Kevin Edwards all in scrapping for there, but Brandon's got a nice little lead at the moment. You'd say about 3/10 up the road.
Work their way across the line. Trano still leads. Jacob Manning sitting second. Cofield, Kelly, Ballesteros third, fourth, fifth. Oh, Spinner, Hollow Daddy. Brian Chu in the 51 going around. Going into turn number 1, brings out yet another Serve Pro caution. We'll see kind of what happened right here with the 51. Looked like nobody else hit him. Might have got a little bit luckier than his teammate, Adam Newton. Let's see what happens to Chu right here. Ooh. Damn, Dean, I don't know if he just got bumped or if he just snapped loose right there coming out of turn 4. He did get hit. Got knocked around a little bit, but I mean, I don't know if it was a bump, because these next gen cars, they can take a bump, and we do see bump drafting and everything. Oh, never touched him. He just snapped loose.
Yeah, was he on the revs, or could that be the net code? No, well, I mean, he's got to be turning at some point, doesn't he? Let's have a look. We'll go on board.
Could be the same. It could be, like you were saying, it ain't on the revs. I mean, he's in 5th gear. Yeah. He wasn't shifting or anything like that. I think he just snaps loose right here. You mentioned it a while ago. Track temp about 95, so it's a little bit warm out there, but it's not as hot as I have seen it in the past.
Coming in. Oh, what a dummy! Oh, but
a couple of them taking a couple shots right there.
Yeah, so that's interesting, Jacob.
Well, I mean, and also remember, though, Dean, they're going to 30. They're going to lap 30. And remember, it's how it is in NASRA. It's not, we're 5 laps, away from the stage break. This is your stage caution. No, that ain't how this works. They're going all the way to 30. So some of these drivers thinking different may go ahead, jump in, get them some tires. and send it back out here, and then that way they can flip it, and then they can be at the front. But I think he might have actually got baited into that bad boy, Landon Kelly. He might have got baited into it and thinking everybody else was going to go in, and he was thinking all of them was going to go in, but then he went down pit road, and I think he got baited to go in there, honestly.
I think so, yeah. You saw him just turning in, and then it looked like to me they were all heading in, wasn't it, mate? And then all of a sudden, they swung it. Because you're right, you've only going to have literally, 3 or so laps until the end of our stage break. So why would you want to? You wouldn't really want to fear up the front, throw away those important stage break points.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I mean, those stage points is going to be big. Obviously, there you see it, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, 30, 80, 150, 4 sets of tires. Tires is going to be a premium here tonight at Kansas. So Landon Kelly, obviously one of them that had already burnt that set of tires, 75% on the fuel capacity. Dean, it's been a while since I've been out there racing in these next-gen cars. As you see the Bulldog Adam Newton coming back out on the racetrack, barely able to beat them out. But it's been a little while since I've been in these cars. I'd say they can make it. Obviously, they'll be able to make it to the end of stage number 1. Stage 2 might be the tricky part right there, that being a 50-lap dash right there. So they may have to pit that one time. They may have to pit one time in stage number 2, but certainly going all the way to the end of it, I think they have to pit maybe once, maybe twice. So you see some guys actually gamble on the tires for sure.
That's what it's all going to come down to. Maybe, as you mentioned, Jacob, in the pretty hot conditions here in Kansas. So let's see how it's going to pan out with this little sprint dash into another caution that we're going to have here at stage 1.
Here we go. Let's see what happens. Little 3-lap dash, if you will. Here we go. Whoa! And the tires, Trano spins it. Spun the tires. Caution is out. Jacob Manning's going to reassume with a lead. Trano loses grip on the tires, spins the tires, and it's going to cost him a stage win and also stage points. Championship leader in trouble here in stage number 1.
Yeah, well, you saw it live on your pictures there, didn't you? So we're going to go back and have a look. We'll go back inside the car, of course, too. And we'll look at it from a couple of different angles. He's going to be very frustrated with himself. That's just a mistake, that getting on the power too much, rear end slipping out. And Bob's not your uncle, as I say.
Yeah, I mean, there you see it once again. Trano right here, see what happens. I mean, obviously, it was just stepping on the gas a little bit too much, tried to go, not able to do it. Just spins the tires right there in front of Cofield. Cofield had to get out of the gas. Inside lane kind of stacked up a little bit, but, I mean, that you're going to see that here on these restarts, Dean. With these guys, I mean, you see it right there. I mean, he just got on it, the throttle right there, RPM shoot up. And he just spins the tires right there. And, I mean, it happens to the best of people. I mean, really, it happens to the best drivers in the NASRA Cup Series. And now you're going to see a couple of guys, some of them jumping down pit road. Ballesteros actually going to stay out. So, Manning and others, they're jumping down pit road right here. This is going to be interesting. Yes.
Yeah. So why would they come in?
Ballesteros is going to get it.
The start-finish line isn't where the pit lane is it? Because could you have crossed the start-finish line in pit lane and still get that position?
Well, I mean, it's got to be at the end of 30, Dean, is what it is. So
yeah, of course.
So all these guys that you see right here on the left side, 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 10, they're going to get the stage points. So Ballesteros, Tristan Bruce.
Again. Something's happened.
Boy, it just goes from bad to worse right here for...
He's going really slow here, Jacob. I mean, that's full speed. Or has he had to go through pit lane? Why is he slowed down drastically after low out the pack through?
Well, what happened right here, Dean, was I think he didn't beat the pace car out. And, if you don't beat the pace car out, then you got to let everybody go So, yeah, Drew Ballesteros is going to be your stage 1 winner. And let's see if we maybe can talk to Drew Ballesteros, at least while we got the opportunity right here, because I would say they're going to double up, get ready for him a restart right here. So let's see if we can find Ballesteros. And there he is right there. Well, Dean, you're going to have to move him up here.
Oh, I don't think I can.
I can't move him. I can't move him up here yet.
You might want to jump down and grab Justin and ask him if he can grant you the powers to be there, Jacob.
All right, I may have to do that. Dean, cover for me. I'll be right back. I'm going to run around. I'm going to find somebody here.
We're going to send Jacob out of the commentary box. So run down to race control there and see if he can sort it out, because Jacob's joining us here as a guest announcer for the Cup Series. I was going to say the Cosenza Police Survivor Series, but that's on a Friday night. We're just seeing if we can get our stage 1 winner. He had the winner got the victory under the caution, but thus he ended up getting it, and that's all that matters. Got to be out on track to get that win. And we got some chats out there. So Landon. Let's go T. Bruce for the 23. Let's go from the Great Lakes Sim. And let's hope it's not a repeat of Monday night exactly there from Shane Scott. Well, so far we've only had just a couple of cautions. It's not too bad considering it's not a stacked grid of about 43 drivers. We're not going green. They're going to call it off for another lap, I think, there, Jacob. They're calling it off for another lap so that we can perhaps talk to Drew. Did you manage to talk to Justin?
Yeah. I talked to Cody Nod. I got with him. Cody said he's going to try to work around it and everything. So not sure if we're going to be able to get it right here at this time. We may have to catch him at a different time. The next time we get a caution or something, we may have to bring him in. But I mean, how about Ballesteros right here taking a gamble right here, Dean? I mean, we saw a bunch of them jump down pit road. Go ahead, jump down, get the 4 freshies, send it back out there. Jonathan Cofield, one of them. Good gamble. What do you think, Dean? Good gamble right here, or screwed up gamble? What do you think right here out of this?
What do you mean for staying out to get the stage win?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's stage points. It's why not do that? There's a good chance too that cautions spread cautions, as you know, Wesley, Jacob. So, he can have an opportunity of jumping down a pit road at some point there, as well, if we get a caution in a little while. So at the field there, the top 15 did have not gone down at all to pit road at this entire race so far. You have to go to Landon Kelly down there in the P16th place. He's the first of the drivers that went down on lap 25. Some drivers went down on that lap 29, lap 30 as well too, but they're the ones that gambled into that pit stop a little bit earlier. And once the rest of the field, that top 15 come in, they're going to be back up in the front. Depending, of course, what happens out with the kerfuffles of potential other safety cars.
Absolutely. Well, looks like they're going to stay out, get ready to get going right here. Still kind of working behind the scenes over here to maybe try to get some movement going on. That way we can get it to where we can move Drew Ballesteros up here and maybe have a chat with him when we get the opportunity. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, Dean, I kind of came in right here, and I might have came in right. I got with Justin. Justin, was like, yeah, come on. I had a free week this week. With another league that I call on the Wednesday night series, had a free week. They've got a charity race that they've got going on, and got with Justin. Come over here, and I was like, well, all right, let's call some racing, and just some stuff behind the scenes, but hopefully we can get everything lined up and be able to talk to our stage winners. So just bear with us on that, folks. But here we go, doubling up for that restart. Remember, Ballesteros, Bruce, Williams, Lawrence, Wade, all of them, they stayed out. They are on oldies. There's a couple of them on freshies. Green flag back in the air. Stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic. Green flag, rock and roll in turn 1. Ballesteros leads. Tristan Bruce trying to give chase off turn 2.
Back up full speed soon. Put the drivers on. Get back into the racing groove that we had so far with this race. Just a couple of cautions and a stage break as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how it's all going to pan out. And also keep an eye on those drivers that did go down. Landon Kelly, he's made up one place so far through the field. Most of the drivers that went down pit road at least once. Oh, it's getting loose there, Jacob, as I was talking about him right now. And he should have, but we got an incident back here. We got Brandon around as well.
No, we ain't got an incident. We got a parking lot over here in turn 2. That's exactly what we got. You name it, you pretty much got it. There's the 50. He's involved. Jacob Manning, he was up there looking like maybe gonna get a stage win a while ago. Brandon Broadfoot in the middle of it. Brian Chew. Looks like Adam Newton kind of getting into the mix. Robert Walton, Richard Jackson. I mean, a whole list of characters getting in it. All of this happened right there with Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly snapping loose right there on the bottom side. You talked about him a second ago. He snaps loose on the bottom side.
Yep.
Tries to hold on to it. You got Broadfoot right here in this mix as well. And unfortunately, there's Robert Walton right here on the top side. Kelly just snaps loose, slides up. Broadfoot tries to miss it. Then Broadfoot comes up, maybe net coding into Walton. But all of it happened when Landon Kelly snapped loose right there in turn 1 and 2. And once again, there you see the calamity. Jacob Manning getting involved. Whoa, who was that? Right there, 53 sliding through Richard Jackson. Oh, baby, but we might need to get right on board with that 53, baby. I'm telling you, this right here, this is crazy because, you know, I mean, he's so far back, but he sees a little bit. He sees the smoke, sees everything getting out of the gas, trying to miss it. He's got smoke. He went top. Bam! Turn sideways. Good Lord. How he didn't hit nothing is beyond me. I have no idea how he didn't hit a damn thing right there, because that right there was a save right there. There's the corner trying to get around. There's Manning. Corner also gets involved. Manning hard up into the outside retaining wall.
Oh, look at the marbles coming on the track. You don't see that very often there, Jacob. Goes to all that rubber, all that discarded rubber that you mentioned that was going up close up to the fence there. That's maybe iRacing probably added that in on a visual thing now, because I don't see that very often. You see it on tracks when they kick up dirt and gravel and all that, but wow, you don't see it on turns here. And yeah, that's just a little unfortunate. But we saw why he was getting loose, just as I was talking about. He should have had the freshies. So you'd think with the tires.
Well, I mean, those.
But yeah.
Well, Dean, I mean, those freshies, obviously cold tires right there on a hot track. I mean, like I said a while ago, but it's not the hottest track that we've ever had. But certainly cold tires will kind of get you jacked up just a little bit, get you a little loose, get you out of the groove, get you all over the place. And, yeah, I mean, it'll happen. So, you know, not surprised to see that. I mean, you know, the old tires as well, all that good stuff. But, yeah. A couple of them went down pit road right there. Took them a little pit stop. We're going to take one with them as well. After we see the pit lap right here on the left side. Never mind. Well, yeah, there it is right there. That's when everybody last pitted. Taking a break. Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series live. NASRA 360 Racing Network from Kansas. We're back in a minute. We're back here at Kansas, getting ready to double up for a little restart. Peyton Johnson up here on the front row. Thomas Aaron up here as well, as we're getting ready to get doubled up, as Wesley is back in the booth, baby. Wesley, you back, baby.
Sorry about that. I had a football game I had to broadcast today. And we're back to green. Ladies and gentlemen, Class Mechanics Stage 2 underway for the NASRA Cup Series here in Kansas. Jacob, I'll tell you what, man, we're seeing Johnson up in front. He leads the way. And if I'm remembering correctly, didn't Johnson win Talladega on Monday night?
Yes, he did. He did win Talladega Monday night, but now he's fixing to get swarmed right here as Thomas Aaron up a whole lot of spots. Peyton Johnson, Randy Nichols, all these guys up a whole lot of spots. So Peyton Johnson riding that momentum from the win at Talladega for the DSR Electric Truck Series, riding that momentum, but now he's starting to get bypassed by some guys on a little bit fresher tires than what he's on.
Well, he hasn't, just to let you know before I climb back in the broadcasting booth again, he's the only driver out there that's yet to pit, so that electing to stay out at the moment. He's praying for a safety car, otherwise he's going to drop through this field pretty quickly. Back to you, Justin.
Normally, Dean is in the booth with me on Wednesday. Jacob, when you going to drive one of these Cup cars?
I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I think it's more funner up here watching the race and calling it with you guys than it is racing, to be honest with you, because every time, for some reason or another, it feels like when I race, I end up getting heartache out of it. So I have more fun
Especially
up here.
whenever Dean tries to interview you.
Yes, when Dean interviews me, yes, game over.
Look at this big shuffle of traffic up ahead. Watch that 88 machine. Oh, boy, Aaron in the lead now, but watch the 88 in trouble. Somehow, Bonsai's off the 18 of Gagliano, and they stay in position. This is, wow, Ben Scanlon, hold on, man. That could have been some big trouble right there, Jacob, if they hold it together. Oh, there it is, caution's out. Oh, wow, there it is, yellow flag.
Yeah, it was still problems back there as well. I mean, you hate to see that. Let's see. Yeah,
Andrew
a little spinner back there.
Alzewski, the 54, Drew Ballesteros. Wow.
Stage 1 winner, yeah.
How about, you want me to? Okay, hang on a minute. Well, there's nothing like interviewing the stage 1 winner after he just crashed out as well. You know, pardon the pun. You know, yeah, really make me look like the chairman of the board, aren't you? All right. Hey, Drew Ballesteros, it's the broadcast booth. You just crashed, but you won stage 1. How you feeling?
I was feeling better like 30 seconds ago. But yeah, that was a good first stage. We'll see how this goes with fixing this damage.
Man, what happened? It looked like your car was just sideways and lost it. Did somebody get into you before you lost it? What are we missing here on the 53?
No, I saw they were wrecking below me, and I just was tapped on the brake, and it just turned me left. I guess the brake bias is a little off. So yeah, I thought I saved it, and then I got clobbered. So not much I could do about that, unfortunately.
There you go. All right. Well, Drew, you do win a stage. You get some stage points. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Gundog Motorsports right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is Drew Ballesteros. All right. See, Dean, are you happy? Okay. I took it. I tried to interview him. I did it. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, Jacob, but I think we're okay now because it's over.
Well, I was trying to pull him up here, but you know, like I said, I done the right click. I went and I looked. I tried to move. I have no opportunities. I can't move. So, is what it is. But I mean, check out Randy Nichols right here, baby. He won him a race already early on this season. Up here trying to get him another one. So, but West. I mean, the very first part of the race was very clean, very green. Was good racing throughout the field. We had a little slipper, and then after that, it has seemed like that it's kind of turned into just a little bit of a caution fest ever since. Not Monday night, though. It ain't like Monday night.
Let's look at the upcoming. There's the point standings. There it is. Point standings. Remember, you want to be in the top 20. Cut off for the playoffs. There it is. So Hey, Jacob, let everybody know. King of Talladega postponed. We're going to put him in the flyer. King of Talladega, it's postponed. We're not going to do it next week. Boo! It's going to be on Thanksgiving week. Actually, Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it does kind of suck, you know, that we're not going to be able to call it next week. You know, I was kind of really getting pumped up for that. But, I mean, you know, it's like you said Monday night. I mean, you get your turkey, you get your, you get your turkey, your mashed taters, your macaroni and cheese, your stuffing, you get the whole 9 yards, you dress them, whatever. And, you know, you get it that week, then you get the King of Talladega. And, you know, hopefully the race on Saturday does not conflict with Iron Bowl, like you said, Wesley Outland. I really hope it don't.
He promises that it will not. So we're back underway. Glass Mechanics stage number 2 here at Talladega. We're not at Talladega. I'm sorry. we're supposed to be at Talladega next week. It ain't happening. We were at Talladega Monday. My goodness, Talladega was horrible Monday night. What did Jacob? Oh wow.
Yeah, I was actually very surprised with it being Talladega. I wasn't really expecting that, but you know, I mean, hopefully, everybody learned from it, and hopefully they can get a little bit better and be ready to go. But there you see Justin Clapper. I talked about him earlier on, Wesley. Very, very good here in these next-gen cars, and you're seeing the fruits of his labor right here. Up 3 spots from where he started, sitting in P5 right now, trying to run down you. Point leader Brandon Trano right here in front of him. Everybody now down in the cellar where Grandpappy has the moonshine from Granny. Everybody trying to ride on the bottom, but it's like I said, Wesley, it'll start widening up here in a little bit. Everybody kind of likes their different lines because this is a multi-groove racetrack.
Yeah, we talk about precision banking. Look at our buddy Pookie, the weapon. What do they call him? The weapon? Yeah, the weapon, the tongue hanger, Jeff Mert.
Okay.
What, the tongue hanger? Like that, the tongue hanger, the weapon. Look at Cody Knott. Hey, Cody, he started in the top 10. He's at 41st. Get up there, Cody. Get up there. Come on. Oh, he's at 5th now. There you go. Yeah, he's up in the top 10. There you go.
I mean, West Dakota Knott having a very, very solid night as of right now. I mean, still a long way to go out of this sucker. I mean, we're, right here coming up on, 50 laps into this 150 lapper, with about 100 laps left to go. But certainly Cody Knott, the Pultz Poppers machine, up here in it to win it. And, I mean, from where he started at, top 10 would be fantastic for him. As you see Jeff Merck right here with Trevor Williams smack dab in the middle of this as well. Tristan Bruce up here in this mix as well with Michael Larch. So, I mean, yeah, baby, I mean, good racing all the way around with these guys.
Heading back into turn number 1 right now, it's Nichols in the lead. Cookville second, Aaron Trano, Clapper top 5. Larch, Merck, Williams, Bruce, and Knott. The way they stand. Carhart, pink number 1 for October breast cancer awareness, and he's battling with that machine of Cofield. Look at this now. Merck and Clapper going at it as they work back into 1.
Yeah, I mean, Merck, obviously one of those guys that you really need to be watching out for here at the Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series. I mean, obviously, let's give him a little bit of love. I mean, hell, he won the championship last season, so you can't take that away from him. And he is very good in these next-gen cars. You see him down on the bottom side, tried to make it stick, wasn't able to do it. Larch up on the top side, trying to race him for it. Larch still trying to make something happen. Here comes Tristan Bruce all the way down on the bottom side. Cody Knott trying to get into this mix with Trevor Williams as well. So everybody's starting to fan out, and now Merck able to get it up on the top side. Mama Merck, your man, putting on some moves, and he's able to shoot up through us. We got smoke back here on the back. Maybe somebody got a campfire going. Might have got a hold of the camper, but Jeff Merck able to slide right by Michael Larch and move up to 6. We got a caution.
Oh, we got a yellow flag. Yeah, it's Chase Leahy on pit road. Legion's Chase Leahy. Former eNASCAR competitor onto the pit lane. Problems for the 34 as caution comes out for him now. 6th caution of the race. Lap 53 of 150 laps. Let's watch this again.
Yeah, let's see what happens to Chase. Whoa, Burleson just kind of snaps loose off turn 2. Gets into Leahy, and bam, hard into the inside retaining wall. Knocked the whole front end in for a dent. And the 34 is spinning after the contact. Watch Burleson again up on the top side. Just kind of snaps loose. Ends up using Leahy, I guess you could say, as a crutch. Leahy just long for the ride. Bam, straight into the inside wall. I mentioned it, numerous times, Wesley Allen. Those look like safer barriers. Well, they are safer barriers. Here's the problem. They don't move on iRacing. It's like hitting a damn concrete wall on iRacing. So when they hit them, they hit them. There's no give right there for Chase Leahy right here. As you see it once again, there's the contact. Leahy slides, bam, into the inside retaining wall. And he's definitely going to have to get some damage fixed because this place is all about aero right here, Wesley.
Yes, it is. Well, there's the number 69 machine, Randy Nichols. Remember Randy? He won last week. I think Randy Nichols is coming off of a win at Phoenix Raceway. He won. No, they just got hairy beards. Brandon Broadfoot's from Chico, California. He's the Razor Ramon of NASRA, along with Rob Meza. They're both from Chico. Is it really? Is it time to pull Mark in? Well, I don't know if I want to pull him in. I don't know what the hell he's going to say to us. What is he going to,
Well, we on lap 60?
Is he in the pits? Hey, Jeff! Jeff, you're on the phone. What are you doing on the phone? Quit texting and racing. Quit texting and racing. Quit TNR. Quit TNR. Be like your highway patrol cop right here, man.
Nobody cares about the control tower. Come on, man.
Do what now?
So nobody cares about the control tower.
I don't have a siren, but I do have this. Hey, so what are you texting? Who you texting?
The wifey inside. She's watching baseball, and I got it on my phone.
Oh, there you go. You can won't you just yell across the house? You're like, hey, baby, is the steak done?
Let's go Phillies.
Phillies? Are the Phillies winning?
Knock on wood, it's 0-0 right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I could carry anymore. Braves sucked, and the Red Sox got beaten by the damn Yankees last week. That took all my excitement away, so I could care less anymore. So maybe the Phillies, maybe they'll do good. The Phillies, yeah. How you feel like you're doing right now? You doing all right?
This thing drives like a brick sandwich.
I thought you were going to say Vegemite sandwich.
All right, man, see ya.
What team are you with?
GMS.
There you go. We'll put you back with GMS as we go back to green. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Captain Jeff Burke. As we're back to racing. I love it. I just love his, I love his personality.
Yeah, that's one of them personalities that you just sometimes you love to hate or you hate to love. Honestly, Wesley, because obviously he's made a name for himself in NASRA. Obviously, good, bad, however you want to look at it. But certainly a character that each and every one of us love, and I'm all for it now because I ain't gonna race against him. So I could really care less. Is there you see him? He was on the phone. Now he's not. He's going around Clapper. Merck and Clapper starting to make it happen right here, coming off turn 4.
That's Clapper. I don't know why you thought that was Jeff Burke. That was just a Clapper.
Merck got around him. He just shot around him. Yeah.
He did.
There he is.
Look at Merck up on the hot side, baby. up on the top shelf where Grandma hides the candy corns from Grandpa. You like candy corns, Jacob?
No. I'm a Skittles man, to be honest with you. I'm a Skittles guy. A little bit of, Reese's Cups and Butterfingers, all that good stuff. I'm all for that, but no, sir. Candy corn, no. We don't have candy corn in our household. We don't roll like it.
These Snickers for me. Like, I love Snickers.
I gotta have a little bit of peanut butter with my chocolate. I got to.
Yeah. Nonetheless, look at this. Jackson Wade, you're on board with him. The 96, and he's had some up and down moments this year in the Cup Series. See what he can do here as he works his way back around the track. All the while, look at this. Stage 1, 30 lap. Stage 2 to lap 80. That's coming up in about 20 laps now. We are getting ready to go to the final 20 laps of stage number 2. Presented by the Glass Mechanic and Cody Knott. Look at Cody in the top 12 right now.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Cody Knott doing good.
Hit the wall. I ain't saying nothing about him no more.
Yeah, the wall hit him. Yeah, that's the way to look at it. But you talk about Cody Knott. He's one of those guys that's already inside the top 20. You mentioned Jackson Wade just a second ago, Wesley. We saw the point standings and all that good stuff earlier on. Jackson Wade's, like you said, he's had an up and down year, or up and down season, I guess you should say. And Jackson Wade's not in that top 20. He needs to have a good night here tonight. Get him some stage points. All right. Get him a good finish. Try to build a little bit of momentum. That's what he needs to do here tonight. So the 96, Jackson Wade, one of these drivers we need to keep our eye on, who could possibly get a good night tonight, could catapult him straight up into that top 20. Oh,
hold on, baby.
Johnson. Oh, he got through. Hold on. Oh, damn it. He got turned. He goes around.
He's in the grass. There's the caution. Talladega winner on Monday. Peyton Johnson into the grass and caution out for the 15. 7th one of the race right now as we are closing in on 15 remaining in stage number 2. Here's a replay. Wow. Yeah, man, it looked like they were just playing cat and mouse at one another, and they just think he zigged when he should have zagged. Look at this. He just lost it.
Yeah, he just snapped loose. And the bad part about it, you see the blue car right there behind him, I believe. Yes, I believe it was Cody Knott. Just came down right across his nose, and Cody absolutely nowhere to go. Just ends up going around with him. There's Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson, never touched him. I mean, these guys riding that seam up on the top side, Wesley, it's snapping these guys loose. It's really starting to aggravate these, these Cup Series cars, and it's hard for them to get a handle on it, especially coming off these quarters. So these guys straddling these seams. We already saw Adam Newton do it a while ago. He straddled the seam. It spun him out. Peyton Johnson straddled the seam, spun him out. So these guys got to get off them seams.
And remember, they've not drove the next-gen cars since Daytona Speedway, which was the qualifiers, the duels, race 1 at Daytona. Then they ran the Gen 6 and the Gen 4 car. A lot of people liked the Gen 4 car from last week. Dean, yes. I'll bring you in. You called the race with me, man. That was pretty fun last week, seeing Randy Nichols win Wesley's birthday bash at Phoenix.
Yeah, that's right. It was the birthday bash once again, too. Happy birthday from last week there at the Phoenix. Yeah, they did a lot of the Gen 4. So that's quite interesting. Of course, we're back on those next gen. We have some drivers heading to pit road as well, too, gentlemen. But, yeah. I was going to say, I can't really remember back that far a week ago. I got,
I got
CRS syndrome. So, you know.
What is CRS?
Like CRS.
Can't remember shit.
Yeah, I was trying not to say it, Wesley. But yeah. All right, back to you guys.
CRS. Do you suffer from CRS like our buddy from Australia? Contact us today. We'll help you.
1-800-NASRA. There you go.
There's Cody Knott. No. I really don't. Every time we try to talk to somebody, they end up crashing. Let's talk to Cody. Let's talk to Cody. Let's bring Cody in our world. Well, like Cody, you were doing good till Dean said to talk to you, then you hit the damn wall. Like what are you gonna do with your life? Cody, you were doing pretty good till Dean said talk to you, and you hit the wall. What's going on with you, brother?
With me?
Yeah.
Nothing much. Looks like Peyton got loose, and then I was checking up to not get into Peyton, and then he saved it, and then got loose again, and then I was checking up even more, and then I got a little love tap from behind or something, and then I got into him, and it sent him back around into the grass, luckily, but I barely even touched him. It gave us a 0x, and then it only gave us a 1x after he went through the grass. So all in all, not too bad. I did cook the tires there, so I came in and changed them. I was on an older set compared to everyone. I was trying a different strategy. And so I'm just going to ride around with for the next 50-something odd laps and save these ones and then use my last set after that.
Oh, wait a minute. What about you bouncing off the wall several times before you got into it?
So the one that was earlier...
I give up talking about you. Every time I say you're doing good, something happens,
So the one earlier, I was like a half a lane up from the car that was in front of me, and then he shifted up a half a lane, and it basically forces the air to push off the front of your car, and it just pushed me upwards, and then that's how I got into the wall. But a couple times I didn't even hit the wall, but it probably looked like it. It could be some net coat stuff, but who knows.
Anything for him? Jacobs would come out the green.
Tighten your seatbelts. Y'all getting ready to go back green, Wesley?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Cody. Warrior Racing, right? Warrior Racing, that's who you're with.
It's Nighthawk now. Warrior Racing was the team that we were, but I was not the original owner, and the original owner decided to part ways with NASRA, and so I had to move off their banner. So we brought Nighthawk, and then now on the Mondays we also have the Mayhem and what's the other one? Dragon Racing.
There you go. Well, all right. Mind and body strong, grasshopper. Right, my friend. That is Cody Dot. Well, Jacob, Jonathan Cofield has struggled since winning the championship in the Monday Night NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series in every other league he's ran, but right now he's got a pretty good solid run going for him right now. As Trano, though, goes to his inside. Cofield falls back to third. He's up on the top shelf.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And there you see Cofield probably trying to pull the slider, not able to do it. Wow, Trano able to jump down there. But Wesley, I talked about this earlier on. I talked to Jonathan Cofield today. Cofield sent me a message, or it might have been yesterday, matter of fact. Sent me a message, and he was like, y'all never told me about a damn curse here in NASRA. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, ever since I won the championship in the DSR Electric Truck Series, I've sucked. I've had just absolute terrible luck. And I told him, I said, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, we don't know about no curse around here. We don't do that. The only curse is the commentators, I guess when we put it on them. But, I asked him, I said, what's it going to take to get the 58 back in it? And he's like, just a whole lot of luck. VR issues. I think he said he went and he bought a brand new VR. A brand new VR to try to get it back going. $400 and something for a brand new VR. Look, I'm sorry, I got to do it real quick. $400 for a VR? You can get a damn brand new TV for $150. You can get a brand new TV for $150. That's sad.
That was a multiple. Sad horn.
That's sad. But he can't race on the monitor from what he said. I can't do that.
Now, why can't you race on the monitor? We broadcast from a monitor.
I'm talking about Cofield. Cofield can't race on the monitor. He's got to run on VR. So.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean, when you call the races, Jacob, don't you have like a 50-inch big screen TV in front of you like I do? I mean, well, I got a 43-inch, but I mean, I can see everything very nicely. I can tell you that much.
Well, I got my 32-inch gaming monitor. That's the one that I'm using right now. I had a 50-inch that I raced on, but now it's in the living room.
My broadcast monitor is bigger than yours.
Well, brag. Brag, Davey.
Oh, how big is yours, Dean? Aussie man. Oh, 5 screen. See, I'd have like a major headache. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, wow, there you go. Well, guys, we're heading to the end of stage number 2. Randy Nichols running away with this thing, man. What a job for the... Whoa, hold on, guys. Look out. No, we got him in the wall. Oh, no, they're wrecking. Brandon Schumann, Dr. Pepper. The 7 has crashed. And they're still crashing. Gagliano down below. The 7 of Kevin Edwards. Dean, here's another one, Jacob. The Daytona winner, Kevin Edwards. He hasn't done good since then.
Yeah, it's crazy how, it seems like you get a little bit of luck, you get a good little finish, or you get a championship, and then all of a sudden you just straight up suck. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but it just seems that way. There you see Gagliano, Jeffrey Johnson Jr. getting in this mix. I mean, everybody trying to lock it down. Kevin Edwards getting in the middle of it right there in the 7. See what happens right here. That's Tidy Horse, Ryan Johnson in the 38. But watch what happens. All this goes on around him. And we'll see what happens. There's Edwards right there in front of him. They're right behind Clapper. You got Johnson. Looked like Edwards sent it. Clapper actually jammed on the brakes. Edwards wasn't expecting it. Might have been a little bit of net code right there with Edwards. And the 95, they both kind of mixed it up a little bit the wrong way. And just after that, it's just straight up sending it and surviving. Edwards thought he was able to sneak by it. Johnson, he tries to get it sideways or tries to get it straightened out. Thankfully, he doesn't get any worse spots out of it. But I mean, look how many people went around Johnson right there when he was sideways and nobody hit him. And there's Edwards. There's the 54 Ballesteros. He gets involved in it as well. Gagliano. I mean, honestly, Wesley, it kind of looks like Monday night. We got a big one. We got a parking lot. We got a big one over here in turn 3.
Can I say it? Open up a virtual Waffle House. We're scattered, smothered, and covered.
Yeah.
Metal omelet mayhem of destruction. Thank you. I'm here all night. Oh, that replay presented by Pultz Poppers. By the way, we're still in stage number 2. They're going to try to get this race back under green before the end of the stage. We're taking a break. Look at that logo. The Florida Cabinet Distributors NASRA Cup Series from Kansas. Back in a moment. It's a long way from Florida. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Well, we're going to rock on and roll all night here at Kansas. Party every day, hopefully, as we get ready for a restart. Trano and Merck on the front row. Oh boy, let's try this again. I was made for loving you, NASRA people. We go back to green.
I mean, Wesley, if you want to throw it that way, I mean, somebody's trying to get the stage 2 win right here with 2 to go. And if they're able to make it happen, they're calling Dr. Love, and some of them is not going to get calling Dr. Love. Some of them may end up calling their insurance provider. Somebody back there, Thomas Aaron, and others slamming into the wall, and there's the call.
This will end it right here. Stage will end, and it is because it's the end of the stage as well, as this is the stage lap. But, man, I'm telling you guys, go on board with the 88. Scanlon, what a hit, Jacob. I am telling you. Put the women and children to bed as we queue up a Pultz Popper instant replay. What? Wow.
Uh-oh.
Look at this. I'm just being honest. Watch this. Couple of angles and then on board. Okay, I guess we're going to go on board quickly. Watch this.
Have to watch this. Oh, wow. Damn, Dean, that might get censored right there from the YouTube guys. That might get censored just for violence. That's a hard hit right there by Scanlon right here. I mean, just innocent bystander that's spinning up the road. Aaron right there. There is Johnson. I believe it's that Johnson. No, that's the 5 that gets in the middle of this as well. Looked like it might have been. That was Matt Holmes in the 5, but I'm telling you, Scanlon, I think he got the worst end of it. You see Aaron right here, he just snaps loose. Clapper's right behind him. Clapper actually gets a little piece of the wall as well. There comes Holmes, and then there comes the 88 of Scanlon. Scanlon just gets the worst of it. I mean, what a hellacious hit by that 88. All 3 of them get a bad shot, but Scanlon got the worst.
I tell you what, these are crazy, crazy nights. That's all I could say. Man. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget about the God of Thunder of NASRA. It is the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. Jacob Reeves, Daytona, right? Wasn't that last week? Where are we going this week? What are we doing this Friday night?
Well, I mean, we're going back to Daytona. We had the duels last week. Yes.
Again?
Yeah. Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah, we had the duels last week, which was a pretty good little show out of that one. Me and Jim Cunningham be calling it. And it will be the lid lifter, as you would call it. It will be the lid lifter for Daytona for season 11 of the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. So everybody's very, very pumped to get it going. Obviously, you got Daytona, then you got Charlotte, Kansas, Michigan, and in Talladega. That's the first 5 races of season 11 of the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series.
There you go. Shout it out loud. Should be a good one. We're gonna try to get this. Don't boss me around, man. Just run the buttons. Let's try to find what's his face. I think we talk to him like every week, it seems, of winning the stage. Let's bring him again. Brandon Trano with Mid-Pack Motorsports real quickly. Brandon, it's the broadcast booth. Man, another stage win. It seems like every race this year we talk to you as a stage winner. Congrats.
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
What's your take of the race so far as we get ready for the final stage of the night here with about 70 to go?
Yeah, it's been interesting. Tires seem to be pretty important. Dirty air is really bad. So kind of pick your own strategy and see how it works out. Didn't really pit there at the end of the stage like we all should have. So it's going to make this one really interesting with how much fuel we don't really have.
Do you think we're going to get a quick caution, though? Like, do you feel like that's what's going to happen?
We kind of need one because I don't have a lot of fuel left because the way that stage fell, no one was able to pit. So we all don't really have a lot of fuel.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, Trano brings it back to green. Mid-Pack Sports number 14 with Mania Club on the car. We're back underway. Under 70 to go now, Jacob, in stage 3. This is the run to the finish here tonight at Kansas.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, you see Brandon Trano right here, and look who is smack dab in the middle of it. Jeff Merck, Tristan Bruce. Obviously, teammates with Catch Fence Motorsports on the Friday night series. but this could be bad for everybody else. Now, granted, Tristan Bruce and others, or Tristan Bruce, Jeff Merck, they're not teammates. All right, they're not teammates on the Wednesday night series. Obviously, Tristan Bruce with High Limit Motorsports and Jeff Merck with GMS Motorsports. But certainly, I'll bet you right now, both of them will try to work together to try to dethrone Brandon Trano right here.
You got nothing to lose. 66 to go. 85 of 150 laps now. We welcome you to the Pultz Poppers 225 at Kansas. This is race number 4 of the season. I'm Wesley Outland. Dean Hopton, normally on color. He's punching the buttons tonight as well. Little commentary. Jacob Reeves on the house as well. And there's Alzewski, Andrew Alzewski out of Rockford, Illinois. Trying to make a climb into the top 10. He's there. Remember, he spun in this stage too. He's worked his way right back into the top 10 here.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, Nowzuski actually, up about 18 spots from where he started the race at. Real quick, if you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe, NASRA 360 Racing Network. And also, Brandon Trano, he's up a numerous amount of spots from where he was earlier. I mean, if we go back a little bit, right there at the end of stage 1, Dean, you remember this as well. Trano was leading right there coming to the end of stage 1 on a restart, spun the tires and spun it out down in the infield grass on the front stretch and just absolutely gave stage 1 to Drew Ballesteros. Trano's been able to get the strategy to play out in his favor and come all the way from the back up to the front as well. So, a lot of strategies being played out right here. And you heard Trano talking about the fuel. Everybody's talking about it.
Trano in the lead, Bruce in second, Merck, Wade, large top 5. You're on board with Jackson Wade. Jackson Wade looking on the inside. He's going after Merck. Jeff Merck down, throwing blocks. Remember, you can drive on the bottom of the apron here at Kansas. It's no, you can't do that. Oh, what the hell? Oh, no. Oh, what was Jackson Wade thinking, Jacob? Wow, Jeff is not happy.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it right there exactly when it happened. Jeff trying to get the wheels straightened out, and he's said a lot of bad words. He's not happy right now that 96 Jackson Wade is
you
there.
blame
You see
him?
Brandon Trano, hell no. But I mean, I really don't. But I wouldn't be surprised if Merck's able to get back to him. There might be a little bit of repayment. Could happen in the next couple of weeks. But Trano, he talked about it a while ago, kind of put him on a messed up fuel strategy. So he had to jump down pit road right here. So it's going to throw his strategy for a loop. That will surrender the lead to the 323, however you want to look at it. TB, Tristan Bruce in the house. He's up here. He's leading them at Kansas.
Can we go back on board for a replay, Dean, with Merck, Jeff Merck, and Jackson Wade, the 96 and the 60? And I'm wondering, Jackson Wade's in second. Merck is in the 13th position. He's on the pit lane. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Merck's going down the leaderboard, obviously, so Jeff Merck is on pit road. Something amiss right there on that 60. Might have smoked the tires one way or another. But certainly, Jeff Merck, we saw him a while ago, Wesley. We interviewed him, and he seemed like he was happy to go lucky. He was tickled to death. He was texting while he was driving. He was doing the whole 9 yards. He didn't have a damn care in the world. Now, I bet you right now he ain't happy. Not one bit right now. He may be texting, but I bet you he's texting Jackson Wade saying, hey, I'll see you after the race, old buddy, because me and you going to have a little talk.
Peyton Johnson right there working alongside Alzewski. Jackson Wade up ahead. I want to bring Jeff Merck in, but I'm afraid to. We get a caution, we'll bring him in. By the way, Trano onto the pit lane. Remember, he said that he could not go on a lot of fuel because there. Oh boy, is that? Oh man, Chase Albright's in trouble. He's in the grass, the 49. By the way, under 60 laps to go, heading towards lap 100 here in this 150 lapper. Watch this again, Jacob. 49 in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like actually he was trying to make it to the pits, or he was, I'll be honest with you, I don't know where the hell he was going. I mean, if he was going into the pits, he missed it by a mile right there. So, but wow, I mean, but Jackson Wade, after the contact, Tristan Bruce able to jump down pit road there. So Jackson Wade will assume the lead with Andrew in the 11 right there behind him as well with Peyton Johnson, Randy Nichols, and Cody Knott up here in the top 5. Wesley, don't talk about him, but he's up here in the top 5. Cody Knott got a shot right here as now Jackson Wade goes down pit road.
That's exactly right. Michael Larch on pit lane. Here comes more cars coming on the pits. Now, I got to ask you guys a question. Did they start 49 Cup cars?
No, they didn't. Wesley, I think they started 40. I think that's what they was going to intend to start. I believe that's how many they started, which was, no, Dean, you're right. It was 43. Some of them had to get sent home because they wanted the 43 field, and so they took the fastest 43 drivers and said, come on, old buddy, we'll race here tonight with you. The others, they go home.
49 cars attempted to make the race. Dan Hagan, Joshua Suss, Robert Richards, Matt Hoyland, Bo Condon, Raul Meza. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty big numbers right there, Wesley Outland. You know, I'm not 100% how Justin White, yeah, I agree, but I'm not 100% how Justin White and them, obviously Justin White over the NASRA Cup Series or Florida Cap Distributors Cup Series, but I'm not sure how he would do it if there's certain people that's locked in or if it's the fastest 43. But if it is the fastest 43, and say it gets to that point where there's like 49 people showing up for a race, and there's a points battle going on, and somehow or another this guy's trying to win the regular season championship, and he doesn't qualify because he spins it in qualifying, and he's not able to be the fastest 43, that's a hell of a storyline right there. Trying to go for points and everything else for some of these full-time guys. So if that's how it is, I'm all for it. I don't think anybody should be locked in, even, if they're full-time drivers or what have you. But if you got 45 full-time drivers and 2 of them don't make it, hey, you just wasn't fast that day. I mean, tough luck.
Yeah, I'm telling you what. You're on board, by the way. Randy Nichols, winner last week at Phoenix. He's wearing a T-shirt that says Diana, and I've got the song Beth in my head. 50 laps to go, lap 100. Dean, there was a little kissisms again, buddy. Beth, you didn't know the song Beth? Oh, Brandon New in the deuce.
There's another Kiss song right there.
There he is. There actually is a song called Deuce, and there's a caution. Right at lap 100, yellow flag is out. 10th yellow of the night. We got problems. Thomas Aaron in 93. He's going a little reservation off the grass. Kick it up a little dirt. There you go. Caution out, by the way. Wow. I got a feeling, Jacob, everybody is coming down pit road here. Money stop right now. Slingshot engaged right here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be a big factor. I think a lot of people is going to jump down pit road to see what happened to Thomas Aaron. Just, wow, out of nowhere. I mean, that right there.
Wow.
You see that. Sean Garrett in the 8 got right up behind him. I mean, he never touched him, but Garrett was coming with a full head of steam. Aaron was up on the top side. I think Garrett might have been on freshies and just packed so much air up the back end right there of Aaron. He didn't even have to touch him. He just packed so much air behind him and just spun him right out. So,
sure did.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to see that, though. Yeah, huffed, puffed, and blew him completely around is what he did. Blew him into a spin cycle.
I don't know. Part of me wants to say they're all coming to the pits. I really do. I mean, look at this. Okay, Alzewski, Nichols didn't because they pitted, but these other guys, they're pitting. Look at this. Everybody from fourth on back is pitting. Oh, yeah. Andrew Alzewski, by the way, now being showed as the new leader. Remember, he actually at one time was involved in a spin, hit the wall, damaged his car. Able to rally back and finish pretty well here. Leading the way in the 11. And I'll tell you what, Jacob, it's go time now, man. This is the run to the finish.
Yeah, I mean, this could be the run to the finish right here for some of these guys. As Alzewski right here staying out, Nichols staying out, Johnson, Broadfoot, believe it or not, Johnson and Johnson up here inside the top 5. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And keep in mind, they got 4 sets of tires. There's 3 in the pits, 1 on the car when they started. So, you know, some of these guys are going to be really wearing thin on the tires. And if we get a late race restart, it's all going to be about who's got that extra set of tires to be able to shoot up through the field. That's something else we'll have to be watching out for.
Under 50 laps to go, the 10th caution of the race presented by Serve Pro, and we are heading for a showdown here in Kansas. Stay with us. Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series back in just a moment for the green.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Pace car is onto the pit lane just as soon as we come back to commercial break. That is why Dean Hopton is the maestro of production.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Biggles. Back underway, ready to settle it here with 46 remaining. And the rubber meets the road right now. Look at him go 3 wide up the banking. Progressive banking from the top to the bottom. That is Johnson, Broadfoot, Cofield going at it as Alzewski's in the lead, holding off last week's Phoenix winner Nichols as they go to 3. Jacob.
Oh, maybe a little bit of smoke right there in front of him. Like maybe Nichols might have snapped sideways right in front of him. You saw it live right here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. It's Cofield, Jonathan Cofield down to the inside, trying to make a shot on Peyton Johnson for that second spot. Nichols right there in front of him. Cofield trying to wind it up on the inside lane. And who is that back there? 22, Brandon Broadfoot, starting to make a little headway as Johnson got a run, went down to the inside. Oh, baby, I thought honestly we was going to see a Denny Hamlin, Bubba Wallace style going into 3. And you damn sure might see it right here. Oh, Lord, I'm telling you, this is getting good up here, especially when it needs to happen, Wesley.
Randy Nichols in the lead. Could this guy go 2 for 2? First repeat winner of the year if it happens. Right now, you're on board with him. Johnson back up there again. How about Peyton Johnson? Had problems, raced his way back up. There he is in second, battling with Alabama's Jonathan Cofield, and the caution is out. Oh, the deuce is loose. Brandon New Ruthless Racing spinning at the start-finish line. Yellow flag 11.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to see that. Obviously, for Brandon New, see what happens right here. Maybe there was contact. Maybe he snapped sideways. I'll say this, he got a hell of a lot of people right there behind him. Larch right there behind him. There's Cody Knott, Clapper, Jackson Wade back there. Nope, nobody ever touched him. He just snaps loose, comes down, gets in. I believe that is Clapper. Gets into the 63, gets sideways, comes about halfway back up the racetrack. Thankfully, nobody slides in, T-bones him right there. I mean, that's a helpless feeling, Wesley. I mean, maybe the air might have. Hell no, he got him. Actually, no, Larch got him and spun him out. That's exactly what happened. So the air might have pushed him up the hill, knocked him up the hill, and then Larch got him and finished him off. But this situation right there that you see with Brandon New sitting sideways on the racetrack, that is a helpless feeling right there. Even in sim racing, I mean, I'm sure it's more scary in real life, but in sim racing, that is a helpless feeling because you are at the mercy of each and every driver that is coming behind you. And you just got to pray to God that they are not texting and driving and they're paying attention where the hell they're going. Because if they're not, they can T-bone you very, very quickly.
We talked about texting and driving earlier, remember?
Yeah.
We call it texting and simming. Simming and texting. Simming and texting. Hey, let's check in with Jeff. Because I wanted to get his thoughts on what happened out there between him and Jackson Wade.
Button ready.
We'll bring him back in here again. Hopefully it'll be nice.
One more
Jeff,
what?
I gotta ask you, man. What's your take on what happened between you and Jeff? You and Jackson Wade, man. What?
Well, I did the line I always take. I know he's on fresher tires, but I mean he still has to not just dive bombing into the corner. But that's racing sometimes. Why?
I just want to get your thoughts on the subject. I figured maybe you'd be a little bit more mad than what you were.
Nah.
No anger? No anger? You happy?
Brother, I'm like a goldfish, right? You ever watch Ted Lasso?
No,
Mine
never
like
heard
a
of
goldfish.
Minded body, strong grasshopper, I guess.
Memory. I don't even know. Who is Jackson Wade anyway? Who is that guy?
The 96.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay. Hey, Jeff.
Sound like a goldfish.
So you don't have beef with him? You don't have beef with Jackson Wade?
No. Jackson Wade, who's that?
Man.
Man.
You got to have beef. I mean, come on. You're Jeff Burke. You got to have beef. Come on.
Mine like a goldfish. 8-second memory, man. 8-second
I feel like you have gone through anger management, Jeff Burke. You've become a Jeff Burke.
I have not. I'm just a really good liar.
Jeff, I do got to ask you this question, though. How damaged is your car, and can you race back up there to the front?
I'm shocked. I went in there, I had 0 seconds of damage, and I got
Are you one lap down?
I need one more caution while I'm
the first car at the tail of the field. You'd be the first car, the free pass.
Right. That's what I'm hoping anyway.
Now, what kind of candy do you eat when you're racing? I saw you smacking on candy earlier. What is it?
Double bubble,
don't take
baby.
it out of your mouth. Oh, my God.
Double bubble. The bubble gum of champions. Double bubble. Look.
I think you made Jacob spit out his. Look at that. He's got a bucket. Thank you.
I remember
baseball player, baby. Baseball player.
Oh, yep. GMS Motorsports. Jeff Burke, thank you, buddy. Oh, this is going to be fun. He literally had a bucket of bubble gum, Jacob. A bucket of bubble gum as we go back to green.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, you got to make sure you got enough of bubble gum to be able to make it all the way. That's why I've got a little portable fridge right here that I plug up when I race. I've got my beer cold right there beside of me, and I'm ready to go. I never run out of cold beer. Unless it goes way more green, white checkers than the beer that I've got in the cooler, but 9 times out of 10, it ends up paying off. And how about this right here? A man that, talking about paying off, may end up paying off for him, the 35, Bo Tiffany. We haven't talked about him all night long. Here he is up here inside the top 5 with a chance to get up here and get it going. As now we got another caution.
There it is. That's what, by the way, that's what Jeff Burke needed.
Yeah.
Caution out. He's back on the lead lap. Michael Larch, Uno, spins around the 1 car. Wow, we got a replay coming up here.
Oh, he's at a bad spot already.
Wow, look at that. Oh, man. He couldn't catch a break, could he? Wow, look at that shot in the wall. Man, Michael Larch.
Yeah, it looks to me that's Joshua Corner, I think, right there in the 16. Like maybe Larch come down a little bit. Merck right there behind him. Talking about Jeff Merck. Look how, damn. Merck almost ended up fencing it. Almost got into Larch. Larch comes down the hill. Tristan Bruce gets a piece of that as well. But, I will say this. These moves is going to start getting more aggressive as the race goes along. The track's actually cooling down. It started out about 95 when the race started. Now it's down to about 89. So these moves, obviously the track's going to get cooler. There's going to get more grip into the track. And these guys is going to get more aggressive. As the track cools down, they're going to get more and more and more aggressive. And that's just going to lead to more and more and more incidents like you're seeing right here.
By the way, don't forget next week, Dover Motor Speedway. We're driving the Gen 6 car. Charlotte Motor Speedway coming up on October the 22nd. There you go. And I think we're taking off Halloween. I think October 29th, I believe. Unless that's a typo, I guess. I don't know. October 29th, I think we're off. Yeah. Is that you, Dean?
It wasn't me.
God almighty, that voice. This is
hey, whatever you do.
Behind the mic segments. That's all I got to say, Chick.
I'm not recording. I should be. I should have been recording this the whole time.
You need to just hit record and record the whole damn thing the whole time.
We talked about it, but I didn't really. Yeah, but Dean, I will say this: as long as you don't sound like no damn Pennywise clown, I'm all good. Because I'm no.
Like Pennywise.
Do you mean Jacob?
No, that doesn't sound like that. No, that's not Pennywise. That's not Pennywise. No, this is Pennywise.
Hey,
Jacob, you want to come down? You want to float? You want to come down? You'll float too, Jacob Reeves. You'll float too. Ha-ha!
Don't you want a balloon? Don't you want a balloon, Jacob?
We got beef. No.
Oh.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh. There's the point standings, by the way. The guy that was doing the voiceover is now trying to reel us back in, right? That NASRA Cup Series team standings. There it is. Sediment experience. Did Blanchard buy him that bucket of gum? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, he is driving for Chris Blanchard. So there you go. 116 of 150 laps. There is Jeff Merck back in the New York groove of Kansas, the Floridian. He is back on the lead lap, back in the saddle again. All right, Jacob, we're ready to go, buddy. Back to the restart zone. 35 laps to go here in stage 3 and for the race at Kansas.
Hopefully we'll be able to make it all the way clean and green right here, but we'll see how it plays out. See if anybody decides to get a little bit extra aggressive. Randy Nichols with the lead. Cofield, Tiffany, then Johnson right there behind him being Peyton Johnson. Couple of Johnsons out here. One of them sitting in 5th is Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson coming out of nowhere up here inside the top 5. Could make it interesting as we got spinners back here as well. Now Peyton, there's another Johnson going around.
Peyton Johnson, Justin Clapper, and others behind them crashing. Oh, boy. Wow. Unbelievable. Another yellow flag, 13th of the race. Here's a replay.
Yeah, I mean, that's Bo Tiffany right there behind him. I mean, Tiffany shoots Johnson up the hill. Tiny Horse nowhere to go. He just nails him. Oh, wow. There has got to be
Ryan Johnson
right
in 38. Was that the 38? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson, Johnson
right
and
there.
Johnson. Yeah. Oh, man. Is this Jeff Burke? Watch Jeff Burke. I think he just got his lap back.
He gets up under the wall. Hell, they're wrecking the side of him. Matt Cherry getting involved.
Wow. Nowhere to go for him. Matt Cherry in the 2 car of Brandon New. Watch this again. He didn't even see it. Jacob, he didn't even see it, dude. He was in his own world there. And then they... It's unbelievable.
Well, that's the bad part right there when you get in those wrecks. I mean, if you see it or you snap loose or you know, something like that, I mean, that's one thing. But when you literally get blindsided and you got absolutely no business in being what you're in, those are the wrecks that really tick you off right there. I mean, really, those are the wrecks that make you just sit there and go, why? And there again is the exact reason right there for Jeff Martin. But I'm looking at this deal with Bo Tiffany and Peyton Johnson. That may end up being on the highlight reel right there, because them 2 guys right there, Tiffany and Johnson, they may end up having some words after this race right here, because Tiffany gets Johnson. Watch it one more time. He gets him right here. There is contact. There is contact right here. Slides up the hill. Tiffany on the bottom side. Johnson comes up the track. Tiffany just straight up door slams the crap out of him. Just nails him. And then Ryan Johnson's got nowhere to go. Johnson and Johnson making a little contact. And then Peyton just slides straight up and right into the mix with Justin Clapper. Tiffany just straight up just sent Peyton Johnson. I mean, he had nothing. I mean, he wasn't even holding on. He wasn't making that.
Watch Justin Clapper down on the inside. I think he was just trying to avoid it. And then, oh, no. Oh, oh, ho. Crash into the wall. Look at Clapper. I think he's out of it. I really do. Oh, boy.
And Wesley, I will say this: the driver chat is already starting to kind of light up already for the NASRA Cup Series, or the Florida Cab Distributors Cup Series is already starting to light up. Some guys actually speaking their mind on some of this stuff. So,
a lot of anger in their lives. You'll float too. Ah! So wait a minute. Let's go back to this conversation, Jacob. Do you not like Pennywise? Do you not like it? Were you not a fan of it as a kid growing up?
I don't like clowns.
You don't like clowns in general?
No.
Oh my God. Back away, green flag. Remember Bozo, the clown on TV? Remember Bozo? Yeah, Bozo. 30 to go, by the way, here at Kansas. Oh boy, the clowns are out. Somebody send in the clowns.
Well,
So I
let's see
think
how
you don't
this-
like the movie The Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, did you? Or Batman? You like the clown The Joker?
No, that's different. That's different. I love Joker.
Oh, okay.
Big
All
fan
right.
of Joker now. Yeah. I mean, that's understandable as
Look
the
out.
guy's sliding around back here, coming off foot. Damn!
Wow.
Hard
crashing
impact
hard.
back here.
Brandon Broadfoot, others pile in. A massive crash. It is littered from the front straightaway all the way into turn number 1. Cofield caught up in it. Wow. Man, is it the car, Jacob? Why do you feel like we're seeing these crazy wrecks that we've had recently in the world of NASRA?
Well, I mean, it's simple. I mean, some of these guys, they're making contact and they're not clear. I don't think it's the car by no means. Some of it. Now, some of it, just snapping loose, the arrow, all that stuff. I get that. I mean, that's racing. It is what it is. Guys are going to get loose and everything. But this right here, this is just not clear and just comes straight down. And the bad part about it is you got innocent bystanders smack dab in the middle of it, and it's all about surviving and trying to make it through the big wreck. All of this happening from, one driver that thought he was clear was not clear by a mile, and then everybody else just slams right into it. We talked about this a while ago. I mean, hell, you can go 5 wide here at Kansas. I'm sure you could. I've done it before on here, and it doesn't turn out good. But as wide as this track is, when those wrecks happen like that they are right here, there's barely any way to be able to get around it. So, but like I said, all of it come from one door bang, and then after that, everybody's just trying to make it through it. Some made it, some didn't.
I'm telling you. Another look at it again. There's the 5. Crashing. So many good cars. Crashed, caught up in this. Watch this again. And somebody said that, look at Cofield. Cofield, Burleson, the 5. Can we go on board with Jackson Wade? Let's go on board. Bo Tiffany spinning 35. Let's not Jackson Wade. Brandon Broadfoot is what I was talking about. 22 Brandon Broadfoot. This has got to be a hit, Jacob. Watch this on the 22. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, you see Broadfoot. Broadfoot's the one that went down to the left. There you see the contact comes back up. I mean, Broadfoot. Yeah, but Wesley, I mean, Broadfoot was the one that was coming down pit road, or wasn't coming down pit road. I was sitting here looking at the pit lap, but he's coming down the racetrack and corners down there on the bottom side. I mean, he comes down. He thinks he's clear. He might have got loose in the tri-oval. Hell, we've seen Brian Chew earlier get loose right there in the tri-oval. It could be the car, but 9 times out of but these instances, watch him. I mean, he just keeps coming down the racetrack like corner ain't there. He's thinking the corner is going to come down on the apron like others in front of him that are doing. Corner don't have to go down there on that apron. He can go wherever the hell he wants to go on the racetrack. He can hold his line or he can go low. Broadfoot just thought he went low. He just didn't. He just came down, cleaned himself out, as well as about 10 others.
Caution out. There's Sean Garrett. By the way, he is promoting the NASCAR 25. It is being made by iRacing, by the way. It's on all the major gaming platforms, but iRacing is creating it. No, it's on console. It's only like Xbox, PS, PlayStation,
Steam,
PS5.
Yeah, Steam's supposed to come out in November, though, Dean. So you'll be able to hook that up if you want it.
Sounds like Pennywise.
Dear God.
Don't you want to go around in circles, Jacob? Don't you want a balloon? A balloon? Green flag balloon? Balloon?
Come on. I'm gonna play Battlefield 6
Richie,
and shoot the damn balloon.
And let's go back to racing. 25 to go.
Here we go, 25 to go right here. Sean Garrett in the 8 with the NASCAR 25 on the side of his car. Has got a very good shot trying to get the win. He's got to go through Brandon Schumann first. Brandon Schumann to the top. Cody Knott, where is he came from? Cody Knott's got a shot to get him a win in the NASRA Cup Series here in Kansas. FDC Cup Series is live, and Cody Knott has got a shot to try to get the win here tonight.
Got it, man. Please, in second. Don't make no mistakes, Cody. Sean Garrett in the lead. Remember, we ain't talked about Sean since winning the pole at Daytona on qualifying night. He's up in front, and Cody Knott in hot pursuit. How about Brandon Schumann? Wouldn't you be a Dr. Pepper too? He's in third.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You know, I mean, and I just had a Dr. Pepper a while ago and absolutely loved it right here. But there you go, 3 wide. Trado smack dab in this. Randy Nichols trying to make something happen. Tristan Bruce there as well. One off of the pace. One driver off the pace way down on the bottom side. But check them out. Bruce trying to find a hole on the inside. Not able to do it. Nichols took it all the way to the grass. They're back there still racing it out. Trado smack dab in the middle of this. Matt Cherry trying to jump up here, get his name called. Anthony Harden. All these guys. Wow, Trado comes up, gets hooked. Bruce is there. Trado snapped loose, tried to get back up, clear himself.
Wow.
And was not able to do it.
How in the world did they save those from crashing? Unbelievable. We stay green. That should have been disastrous, Jacob. We should be under caution, but they saved it.
Yeah, absolutely. Real happy for them to save it, and they might not save this. Whoa, door banging. More door banging. Bruce slams Trado. We got another caution. Wow, Trado shot Bruce all the way up the hill. Bruce might have not liked it right there. Came down, got Trado, knocked him straight in the door. Oh, baby, key it up.
We got beef.
I think we got beef now. Now we got some beef right here.
I think we do as well. My goodness. Wow, look at that. Replay is coming. Put the women and children to bed. This was wild. Watch it again. Wow.
It looked like Trano gets a little bit tight, comes up the hill, throws him straight up into the fence. And then Bruce, look, he's hooking it hard right, hard left. Just comes down and just straight up wipes him out. Maybe Bruce, well, you know, I'll play 50-50 ball on this one. Maybe Bruce was trying to straighten the truck or trying to straighten the car out after he got off the wall. But you watch right here, Wesley. I mean, I'm going to call it like I see it. You see Trano, does Trano get tight? Yes, he does. He comes straight up the damn track, and he throws Bruce straight up into the fence. But then as soon as they get off one another, you see Tristan still hard left, comes down, doors the hell out of him.
Albright.
And then Albright gets involved in it as well.
Man. Yeah, let's go back a lap. Actually, we need to go back a lap before all this because, man, this actually started before the caution that happened on the back straightaway. The storm was brewing about a mile and a half ago there, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, it really was. There you see Trano right here in this mix right there. Tristan Bruce down on the bottom side.
Right here, look at this. Whoa.
There's Trano. Trano tried to come up. He was not clear. Then Bruce comes down. There comes the 4, Adam Newton. Good to see the Bulldog back up here in the mix as well. Trano then shoots up the hill, puts the block on Tristan Bruce once again. And then once, you know, here they come back down through the trial or through the front stretch. And we'll see it once again as Bruce starts to take a shot, tries to look up top. 47 down on the inside trying to make it stick. Matt Hudgens. Trano slides him up there, and I think Bruce just had enough of it and just said, screw this, hooked it hard left and just sent him.
Trano around, caution out. Boy, oh boy. We're taking a break. Stay with us. More from Kansas. Hopefully a finish. Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantel, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
It'll be fine. We'll explain it here in a minute. We'll explain that here in a minute. Just bear with us.
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Did you know that Casey Kasem was the voice of Scooby-Doo? Shaggy, yeah. A lot of people didn't know that. Casey Kasem. Now on with the countdown. Casey's top 40. All right, let's get back to it again. He did cartoon. Like, oh my goodness, Shaggy, Scoop, we gotta run. 15 to go this time by. Garrett in the lead, Nichols second. Harden is up to third. How about Jacob Cody not and Cherry in the top 5? Look at Nichols on the inside of Garrett for the lead.
Randy Nichols trying to see if he can make it stick right here. Maybe he's able to do it. Garrett up on the top side. Right behind him, Anthony Harden just snapped sideways, snapped tight, loose, all kinds of shape. Garrett sends it, smacks it straight off the wall. Cherry, he's going to go by Harden. Cody Knott's going to try to follow him. The Bulldog Adam Newton as well. But up front, 69. Randy Nichols to the front here at Kansas with 14 to go at the line and cautions out.
Trouble. Adam Newton around and others. The fabled cigar smoking creature has wrecked. And other cars. Boy, oh boy. Man.
Yeah, unfortunate to see you getting more cautions and see what happens right there. Jackson Wade, damn, that's 2 right there. Wade already got Jeff Merck already, and now he just slides straight in there, grabs Adam Newton, and just says, hold my beer, sends him for a ride straight down into the grass, and then everybody else trying to miss it. They end up getting caught up in their own little wreck. Jackson Wade just sends it right here, sees a hole that the car is not going to fit in, and ends up tagging him in the left rear, sends him around. Tiny Horse right there in the mix of that as well. Tiny Horse may get a little bit extra contact out of it as well. Others sliding up the hill. There's Anthony Burleson.
Wow.
He gets hit it. Brandon New gets hit it. Ozowski gets hit it as well. But all of that happening by this over-aggression that we're seeing right here at the end of the race. And while I've got the opportunity, I do want to go ahead and try to explain what we were talking about a second ago. Let's explain that real quick. So, me talking about
Scooby-Doo?
This, well, okay. So Halloween's coming up and everything else, and obviously my 3-month-old son, my wife went and got him a costume to wear for Halloween. Well, Scooby-Doo. He's got the hat, he's got the suit, he's got the whole 9 yards, the little basket for his candy is the mystery machine. I'm not making this up. And the part that everybody heard when we went live was that she wants me to dress up like that as well. I did not know this, but they've got adult suits for that. I'm sorry. Hell no. I'm not. No. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. She was like, well, we'll just get a T-shirt. I'm thinking like T-shirt with Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine right there on the front of it. No, it actually looks like a dog T-shirt. So we're trying to figure all that out. We're in negotiations. Wesley, you're talking about negotiations later on tonight. I'm talking about negotiations here for the next couple of weeks on this. Well, I was going to do that, Dean. I was going to dress up like Shaggy. But the thing was that I'd have to wear a green T-shirt with blue jeans and cowboy boots and a ball cap. Shaggy didn't wear all that. So I'm screwed either way at this.
So,
yeah.
16th caution of the race coming to an end here. And there's Randy Nichols. He won at Phoenix. He's up in front again. Sean Garrett on the outside. Anthony Harden, Matt Cherry. He got a smile on his face. Put it back on camera there, Dean. Look at Randy. He got a smile on his face. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy, Randy? And he's smiling. I love it. We're coming back to green with 11 laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Jacob, did you see the smile on his face?
It was very quick, but yeah, there was one there. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Anthony Harden. Harden sending it down the inside, took a shot at Garrett. Now Harden tried to get clear, not able to do it. Garrett is there. And this side-by-side racing could really end up hurting both of them. But now Harden sends it down the inside, able to get around Garrett. Here comes Matt Cherry, trying to make it happen. But Wesley, they got to sort this out. They got to sort it out very, very fast. We got 10 laps to go. Randy Nichols sees all this racing going on. He has got it in prime position with clean air. They got to get it sorted out if they want to have any shot at trying to get to Randy Nichols.
And by the way, I am so proud of Cody Knott. You are in it to win it if you're up with this pack. And look at these, 10, 12 cars right there within striking distance, except Nichols is pulling away. Look at Bo Tiffany, originally from New York, from North Carolina now, from Graham. Bo, send it in there, buddy. He's going after Knott for 5th in turn 2.
Yeah, but the bad part is right here, Wesley, I'm looking at it the last lap. Randy Nichols ran a 29.8. Harden ran a 30.1. So Randy Nichols is putting down some lap times, and check out the gap, and then he is growing almost to a full second over Anthony Harden. Randy Nichols has got this sucker in the bag. That time right there was 3/10 faster than Anthony Harden, and already pushing it to a full second lead over the second place of the 77. So Randy Nichols is loving this, and everybody else is really wanting to see a caution to try to get back in this mix.
Wow, yeah. Ready to see what happens at 7 to go. Bonsai, hey, listen, I got a meeting with Dirt Car and World Racing Group for the weekend. Jacob and Dean are going to carry you guys for post-race. And I'll see you next Monday night for the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series. Cup Series next week at Dover as we see Cody Knott and Matt Cherry. They're battling for third, and Knott's on the inside.
Knott is on the inside. Wesley, appreciate you, buddy. As here we go. Cody Knott trying to go for that podium. Dean, you was talking about it just a second ago. You would love to see Cody Knott get him a podium. Dean, he's right there at that point, baby. He is got a shot. Like we said, he's in it to win it. By God, he's got a shot. He's going for third.
The front two have checked out, although you can see Anthony's Harden's just keeping him in. Well, he's keeping him about 8/10 away from Randy. That's the battle up front, but this is a very important battle, of course, for that final podium position. You can see 3 wide action in the background as well, too. Cody's holding on for dear life. We have a caution in the background, and it may be old Jeff Merck. It is.
Oh, Mookie in the grass. The weapon.
And that's pretty damaged up there too, gentlemen. You can see that. That's seen better days. He's got his steering wheel disabled, so we can't actually see that on the screen.
What is it about winning the championship, Dean and Jacob, where the champions struggle the following year? Look at Jonathan Cofield in the trucks on Monday night with the DSR Electric Truck Series. Look at Jeff Merck defending inaugural NASRA Cup champion.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's with the way.
I don't know.
That's contact there. That's just one of those, unfortunately, it might be NASRA curses that you were talking about before too there, Jacob. But there it is. It's the one into the 60.
Well, yeah, Dean, but it's, it's like you said right there, as you see Larch kind of just gets into Merck right there. He snaps sideways to bam! Straight up into the outside retaining wall. But, I mean, Dean, if it is one of those curses where you end up winning the championship and then the next season you just straight up suck, like you have just had the absolute terriblest luck that anybody has ever seen, it makes you sit there and wonder, is it really worth winning the damn championship? I mean, you may get a good season out of it, but the next season, you know that it ain't going to be worth the flip. So, I don't know. I tell you what, we love to interact with everybody out there in the live chat. What would you want to do? Would you rather win the championship and then suck the next season, or let us know out there in the live chat what you're thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I really wonder, and I will tell you what,
either way, though.
This pretty much settles us for a overtime. And remember, there's multiple attempts at overtime as well. Nichols, Harden, Knott, Jerry, Garrett, they're going to lead the top 5. Guys, my phone's ringing. I got to run. Y'all take care. Thank you, Jacob, Dean. Carry him the rest of the way, my friends. I always appreciate you. Thank you, NASRA Nation. Take care, and we'll see what happens. Who's going to win this thing? Jacob, is Nichols going to go 2 in a row? Phoenix and Kansas? We'll find out, man, as we're going to go to overtime, it's looking like.
Yeah, absolutely, Wesley, buddy. Appreciate you as well, always, for everything that you do for NASRA, for me and Dean and everything else, buddy. So we appreciate you. But I don't know. I mean, Randy, Dean, Randy had a hell of a gap. Yeah, he had a good gap going. I mean, and that gap was starting to somewhat shrink, just a tick. But now I think he might have wore the good off them tires. There you see Anthony Harden right here. Dean, Randy may be in a little bit of trouble right here. And Cody Knott sitting in 3rd. He was able to get around Matt Cherry. So Cody Knott's sitting in a podium spot right now.
The only downside to Cody, and I don't want to say it's too much of a downside, is just that I'll show the pit laps up there as well too. He did come down a little bit earlier than these guys that he's racing around with at the moment. So he went down on 102. And the rest of the drivers around him on 124, 119. Although you have to say Sean Garrett was on 102 that he went down as well. So we'll see whether or not Cody's tyres can hold out that distance. Of course, these caution flags are going to help him a little bit. And you can see Anthony on the picture as well too in that P2 position. He's the one that's got to try to get a launch of launches and does not let Randy get too far up the road because he's not going to have enough time to chase him down, Jacob. So going to be an interesting battle here. I mean, we hope. I got fingers crossed there for Cody. It would be well deserved for him to get himself a podium again. Well, you never know, can give himself a race when if these two get into each other, but hopefully that won't be the case there, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that done numerous times where drivers get into it and then the guy running 3rd ends up winning the whole damn thing. But here we go. Randy Nichols, Anthony Harden, Cody Knott, Matt Cherry, Sean Garrett, and Bo Tiffany. The first 3 rows. The restart zone, green flag in the air. Remember how green, white, checkered works out. If they get back to the white flag, they can all wreck. And we will get us a green flag finish. But if the caution comes out, then we'll re-wreck and restick them, do it again as many times as we need to. Here we go. Nichols, big gap, huge gap. They're wrecking behind them. Will there be a caution? Harden and Knott, they're going at it for the 2nd spot. Randy Nichols is trying to get away from all of them. They come off of turn 14 for the final, or coming to the white flag lap. Derek Detail and Sean, 1 to go. Randy Nichols trying to get away, and Cody Dodd trying to go for second.
Big battle for P2 currently at the moment, as you can see. Yeah, I think Randy's got this one in the bag if he doesn't make any mistakes. But look at this. Anthony and Cody, tooth and nail between them. I think Cody's going to be pretty happy at this point if he could just hold on. He's definitely got himself that podium. I think that tack's just limiting him down at the moment, but nothing at the moment is going to stop this man from taking the win.
Wow, how about that? Randy Nichols getting it done at Kansas. 69 in the house. He will take it all the way to the front. Get the win at Kansas for the Pultz Poppers. 225 here tonight. Anthony Harden, Cody Knott. Your front three with Sean Garrett and Bo Tiffany rounding out the top 5, but the night belongs to Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas' own Randy Nichols, 69, gets it done in 49. North Collision, victory lane for the race there tonight. I mean, what a race all the way down to the end right there. I mean, certainly Randy Nichols looked like, I mean, well-deserved for the 69 here tonight, Dean.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see a little smile on his face. It should have been a bigger smile on his face now, actually, because he's going to get to interview us. He's going to burn it down. Yeah, he was being right up the front there. He gained 20 positions in this race as well, too, so he had to slice and dice his way through the field there. Amongst all the cautions, and then obviously make use of the right tyre strategy as well that you mentioned at the top of the show, too, Jacob, and that all panned out perfect for the 449 North Collision victory lane driver, piloted the number 69 machine by Randy Nichols.
Absolutely works his way right here on the front stretch. Will he burn it down? Will he park it right there? What will he exactly like to do? Looks like he's just going to park it right there on the front stretch. No burn. Oh, no. There it goes. Kind of a little bit delayed on that burnout for the 69. And going to burn it down big time right there. Good stuff. Good highlights for Randy Nichols. Burning it down. He will be in 49 North Collision victory lane here this evening. Gives us a good little burnout show. You pull it into the victory lane. Get you your race results here up on your screen. Randy Nichols, Anthony Harden, Cody Knott, the front three. We'll talk to those drivers here in just a little bit. Sean Garrett coming home with 4th. Bo Tiffany come on 5th. Drew Ballesteros will come on 6th with Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson in 7th. Jackson Wade didn't make a whole lot of friends here tonight. He still gets him a top 10, finishes 8th, with Josh Recorder finishing in 9th, and Michael Larch will end up finishing in 10th. Anthony Burleson will get 11th, with Tristan Bruce in 12th. Trevor Williams gets 13th. Matt Hudgens will get 14th. Matt Cherry, battle of the Matts right there for the 14th spot. Hudgens was able to beat out Matt Cherry. Cherry finishing 15th, with Roger Diebold 16th. The Bulldog, Adam Newton, like he had a shot to get him a top 10, but luck just didn't pull out for him here tonight. He'll get 17th, with Roger Diebold finishing in 18th. Andrew Lasowski, did I say that right, Dean?
Yes,
Help
sir.
me on this one.
You got it.
Andrew Lasowski will finish in, do what now?
You had it.
Oh, yeah. Andrew will finish in the 18th spot. I'm sorry, Andrew, if I butchered your name wrong. Chase Albright will finish 19th. And Jeff Merck, hate to see that right there for Merck. He will end up finishing back there in 20th. Actually, it looks like Merck and Albright, actually, they flip-flopped. This DK was off on that one, so they'll give it to Merck over Albright. Jeffrey Johnson Jr. will finish 21st, with obviously Richard Jackson 22nd, Thomas Aaron 23rd, Brandon Dew 24th, the Deuce. Not a good night for him. Brandon Schubert 25th, Brandon Trado, your point leader coming into the night, is 26th. Brandon Broadfoot 27th, Robert Walton will finish in 28th.
I'm just looking at
Jonathan Cofield.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, no kidding. Yeah, Brandon New, Brandon Schumann, Brandon Trado. Good Lord, y'all done that on purpose. Somebody had to do that on purpose. I'm sorry. Jonathan Cofield finished in 29th. The bad luck continues for the 58. Matt Holmes will finish in 30th. And Peyton Johnson, Justin Clapper, Kevin Edwards, Ben Scanlon, Dean Gagliano, the top 35 As you look down the list right here, Landon Kelly got a little bit loose, caused the accident earlier on. 36, Matt Garrett. 37th, Brian Chew, Chase Leahy, Jacob Madden, Buzzy Mongold, Damian Neeson, and Joshua Rodriguez, the 43 drivers, here tonight. The rest of them, they didn't make the field. Remember, we had 43 drivers. The rest of them wasn't able to qualify. Joshua Suss, Robbie Richards, Matt Hoyland, Bo Condon, Dan Hagan, and Raul Meza. That is the 43, 49 drivers that attempted or did race here tonight at Pultz Poppers 225. Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break, let you hear from some of our great sponsors, right up our podium finishers, and we'll be back for final thoughts here at Kansas. Don't go anywhere.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Well, folks, we're back here in Kansas for the Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series 49 Collision. Post-race interviews, and also in 49 Collision, North Collision, I should say, Victory Lane. Got the man of the hour, the 69 in the house, Randy Nichols. Gets the win here tonight. Randy, buddy, congratulations on the win. From what Wesley said, obviously you won last week at Phoenix. Then you come to Kansas and you win here tonight. Congratulations on the win. Tell us about it.
Oh, man, thank you. This is actually pretty big. This is actually my first ever next-gen win. So I've never won in this car before, so it feels good to knock that off the bucket list or the checklist. But, yeah, it feels good, too. Back-to-back weeks. That's a good start to the season, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, it works out pretty good for you on that. I do want to ask you real quick, Dean. I mean, if you got a question for him, you can ask him if you want. But I was curious about this because I raced in this series last season, and I love to get other drivers' perspectives on this. But you ran the Gen 4 last week, and it was at Phoenix, and then you come to the next gen car at a mile and a half, like Kansas. Just kind of talk, for everybody out there, what this, how this series, what you think about this series, because I mean, you go through so many eras, you go through so many cars, so many tracks. I mean, it's just, it's hard to keep up with it so much. I mean, and I know about it because I mean, hell, I raced in the season last season.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing. And, obviously, growing up, you always had kids that'd be like, oh, you like NASCAR. People say, oh, it's just them driving left and in circles. And it's how hard can it be? And going from, I mean, yeah, like you said, you have 3 generations of cars, and you have this car where it's just heavy, downforce, aero blocking. It's literally a GT3 car on ovals, and it's not the same thing as driving a Gen 4. The Gen 4, it's you don't have as much aero, but it's just straight raw power and just absolutely wheeling it. So it's just it's different. It's hard to basically go in between each car each week and everything. But yeah, I mean, it's a good challenge. Honestly, it really is, because I think people that just drive the same car week in, week out, you learn to master it, and this is going to kind of keep you on your toes, I think.
G3 or GT3 cars on ovals. That's why I hate them. Absolutely hate it for that reason. Absolutely, Dean, buddy, you got any questions for our race winner here tonight?
I'm just going to call you Mr. Smooth Operator. You're getting into the doors of some other cars and stuff like that. We had you on the camera as well too, and you just concentration levels through the roof. I think you show your emotions literally in the speed that you drive the car.
There's a couple times.
Yeah.
There's a couple times where I'll check my phone and my girl's telling me like, "Hey, stay calm. Like it's just have fun with it." Because like when you get into the moment, you're kind of the emotions get up there, but when you get into the zone and everything, like you're just dialed into it. You're very meticulous and like with this car with the arrow and everything, like you have to race door to door. And I kind of got into a couple of guys there at the end with the 11, and I think it was the 8. And it's because you have to fight tooth and nail for each position on track. Otherwise, you're kind of, you have to let the tires fall off, and who knows how long that's going to take. And with the way the cautions fall, you never know when that's going to happen. So you have to take every opportunity you get.
Absolutely. It's all about the fun. That's what I've always told myself out of it. Buddy, Randy Nichols gets the win here tonight. Obviously, 49 North Collision victory laid. Randy, buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. And as always, before we let you go, you got any sponsors, any shout outs that you want to thank?
Obviously thank Florida Cabinet Distributors for, sponsoring this. And, again, thank you guys for putting on a fantastic broadcast every week. It's good to go back and watch, and, the graphics look amazing. So it looks real. Thanks to my girl for keeping me calm when I kind of get anxious and everything during the race and everything. So, thanks to everyone watching out there.
Absolutely. Randy Nichols, 2 in a row. One at Phoenix last week. Went to Kansas this week. Will he be able to try for the trifecta? We'll have to find out next week. Randy, appreciate your time, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
That was Randy Nichols. Gets the win here tonight. Now we'll go to second place finisher, the 77, Anthony Harden. Coming home second here tonight. Anthony, buddy, awesome run for you here tonight. You finished second. Tell us about it.
Kind of just building on what Randy said. You just got to kind of bear down with this car and just hope it sticks a lot of the time. A lot of you got to get in the flow with it and just make sure you hit your lines every lap, because if you miss it, you're going to lose a lot of spots to these guys.
Dean, you got anything for Anthony?
Good battling at the end there as well too. You coming? Do you think if you had a little bit more time, you'd be able to chase down Randy for the race win? I don't know if you heard me there, Jacob.
I'm sorry, Dean. What you got?
Go ahead. Sorry, I said, do you think if you had a few more laps, because you only had the green-white checkers towards the end there, you would have had time to hunt down Randy for the race win?
I think he had a pretty good tires compared to mine. I think that kind of run before that green-white checkered, we were kind of just stalemated there, just kind of clicking off the same lap times, kind of just stuck there behind him.
Well, Anthony, I got one more question for you, buddy. We showed the point standings earlier on, in the night, and coming into the night, you had 94 points, and Thomas Aaron, who was back there, he was right on that cut line. He had 64 points, so you was 34, or you was 30 points ahead of him. I am curious. I know it's only like race 4, race 5, or whatever, race 4 in the season. But how often, especially early on in the season, how often do you look at the point standings and, just kind of see where you stack up? Or do you even look at it, or do you even look at it, or does it get like maybe, okay, well, we got 3 races left in the season. That's when I really start paying attention to it.
I definitely look at it because you got to know where you're coming into the race at, because you got to know if you want to risk a good points day for maybe 1 or 2 spots, and sometimes it's better just to bring it home and cash in what you'll be able to do during the day.
Well, Anthony Harden, buddy, you come home with second here tonight. You're still taking all day long. Congratulations on the second place finish. Appreciate your time. And as always, before we let you go, you got any sponsors, any shout outs that you want to thank?
just want to thank Florida Cabinet Distributors for putting this on, you guys for broadcasting it, everybody watching at home, and that John Deere green, bringing it home.
Hell yeah, nothing runs like a deer. That's how you do it right there. Awesome looking paint scheme. I got to give you a little bit of love on that. It looks awesome. Anthony Harden with the win here tonight. Or second, I'm sorry. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm sorry. But anyway, you get second here tonight, buddy. Congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's been a long day, Dean. Sorry about that, y'all. But anyway, we'll go to third place. Ironically enough, blow it right here in the post-race interviews, and we got the VP who ends up finishing third. You can't make this up. Cody Knight coming home with third here tonight. Cody, buddy, congratulations on third. Dean was pulling for you the whole time to get you a third here tonight. You're able to get it, buddy. Congratulations. Tell us about it.
Yeah, the cautions killed me at the end. I was on almost 50 lap old tires. And like I told you I was going to put 50 laps on my last set. And that's what I did. And it was good enough. It still had enough grip with all these cautions to be able to finish P3. I was able to battle for P2 there, but I started to push when we took the white flag out of 1 and 2, and I didn't want to get into Anthony there. I'd rather have finish on the podium than take both of us out. And then it'd be an even worse points night. All in all, I survived your guys' commentator curse, and didn't do too bad. Ran up front most of the night, got back up there pretty quickly after I spoke to you guys last time, and then just kind of sat there the whole time.
Yeah, that's right. Well, speaking of that, we even pulled you in the booth for a chat as well, too, and the boys were very hesitant about doing that, but I said, well, it's Cody. He can handle it, you know. You were even chatting, I think, under a couple of green flags as well too at the start of that. But it's a new Cody Knott in this season that we're having at the Cup Series. You're doing quite well, and you're running up the front quite often. Is just a much more confidence that you have now after all the seasons you've been driving for NASRA?
I think it plays into part with the amount of years that I put in with NASRA. This is year 5, almost year 6, and the Cup Series really sparked a talent last year in me that I've been told that I've had, but I was too timid. And the Cup Series is really like you got to be up on the wheel and wheel this thing, and these cars will do what it's supposed to do. And it kind of helped translate into trucks. I had some pretty rough finishes on the Monday series the last few weeks. Finished 12th this past Monday, but it is translating to where I'm consistently being able to run in the top 10, and it's pretty much all. I gotta say, I guess all thanks to Justin for bringing the Cup Series to the NASRA, because these things, like almost any time I get into this or the Gen 6 or the Gen 4s, I can be up front with the best of them and stay there. I unfortunately got eliminated from playoffs last year, but I did. I think I finished 13th or 14th in the points last year. Sitting 12th now, and a P3 is going to be huge for me. So I just think it's the spark of confidence that the Cup Series has been able to present to me last year that's still carrying over.
Cody, I got one more question for you. I mean, you mentioned it a while ago that, with the cautions, how they fail and everything, it gave Randy the opportunity to get the fresh tires to be able to shoot you back up there. But how the cautions did fall that there was enough of caution laps to where you was able to kind of manage where your tires was. So would you say that, the cautions hurt you or more so killed you, or which way would you look at it that the cautions, I mean, did they help you or did they hurt you more one way or another?
I guess it's a double-edged sword. I would say the cautions where I didn't want to see it was when the 8 was out in front and I was clearly faster than him and he kept hitting the wall. So I was sitting second, just biding my time. And I think this was with 15 to go or something like that. And I was biding my time, and I knew I was faster than him, and I knew I can get around him and take first and try to go for that win. And then the caution started happening, and I was already on older tires, and it allowed those that pitted like within that last 20 laps or so to cycle back through to the front, and they had more power that was basically for grip for tires and more capability as getting the car to turn in the corner. And so it's kind of a double-edged sword in a way. I was able to basically be on probably the oldest tires in the top 5, but I still managed them and finished up with the P3, so I'll take it.
Cody Knott comes home with a P3 here this evening. Cody, buddy, congratulations on P3. Appreciate your time. And as always, before we let you go, thank your sponsors and any shout outs.
Yeah, for sure. As I said earlier, my kind of sponsor list got a little bit shorter with us rotating from Warrior Racing to Nighthawk Racing. So I'm just going to go basically with my personal sponsors. I got to thank Pultz Poppers, my father-in-law. He's been doing it for almost 40 years now with making bass bugs by hand for topwater fishing, for fly fishing. Brimbugs.com, which is his supplier. It supports us a lot with his business and helps him keep it moving and keep it running. Don Davis over there is a really good dude. And then obviously I got to thank Josh and his dad for coming on as the title sponsor for this. We weren't sure of who was going to be the title sponsor since TLC was kind of decided to part ways with us. I got to thank Brady for putting up with my shenanigans and letting me pretty much talk to him every single day, even though he probably doesn't want to every single day. But it helps us stay in a constant communication. Thanks for you guys. Obviously, you guys show up every day, just as much as I can ask. And thanks for you guys putting up me like last minute, sometimes asking things of you guys. And as always, we put on a damn good show, and I'm proud of it. And we're going to keep putting on a good show, and we're going to keep moving forward.
To be a part of it as well. Cody Knott comes home with a P3 here tonight. Cody, buddy, appreciate your time. Congratulations on the podium finish. Well earned. And we'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
That was Cody Knott. Comes home with a P3 here tonight. Well, whoa, I mean, I'm telling you, Dean, I talked about it a while ago. I love Kansas. I love Kansas, especially with these next-gen cars. It always puts on a hell of a show. Dean, your final take here tonight.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It was a yo-yo ride up and down for a lot of drivers. A few big wrecks there. A lot of drivers coming back after some incidents as well, too. That's what you like to see. Big gainers in that top 10, too, as well. With Randy up 20, 16 for Anthony. Cody up 38, Sean Garrett 40 positions up there, Bo Tiffany up 10, up 4 for Drew, up 36 for Ryan Johnson, 5 for Jackson Wade, and 26 there for Joshua. So goes to show you, my friend, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
How it always is, and that's a great reminder for everybody out there. It ain't about where you start, it's where you finish, not only in sim racing, but in life and everything down the road. I mean, I'm telling you, it's like I said, I mean, Kansas, you know, I love this place. I really do. I love racing here. I love calling races here. The next-gen cars, no matter if it's real, no matter if it's sim, it always puts on a show. And, I mean, obviously, the Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series put it on here tonight. And they done a great job. And I'm telling you, Randy Nichols trying to go for 3 in a row next week. There you see the schedule. Going to Dover. We'll be able to pull it off. You have to find out by that time. But, folks, that's going to do it for this broadcast. Got to thank all our great sponsors. Obviously, Serve Pro for the title sponsor for the cautions. They got a lot of love here tonight. Obviously, Premier Racing Setups, Merch Magical Creations, Starbase 1552 Comics. Can't forget about 49 North Collision for the title sponsorship of the Victory Lane, DSR Electric, C.O.P.S for what they do, Warrior Wraps, Glass Mechanic for Glass Mechanic Stage 2, and can't forget about them, Florida Cabinet Distributors. Hell, they sponsor this. I mean, and they're one of the great sponsors here with NASRA. So got to give a huge shout out to FDC for everything that they do. Got to give a shout out to the drivers. I mean, they always put on a great show every single week. And the fans, y'all come out in some huge numbers on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. It's an absolute blessing to see the numbers that we get all over the place. And y'all interacting with us, good or bad. Get some bad feedback out there, but we always throw it back at you. And obviously, Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knott, for allowing us to call races, be ourselves, and entertain you, the fans. For the Australian Dean Hopton Bengals and also for Wesley Outland, I'm the redneck announcer Jake Reeves. And as I always say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Randy Nichols, Post Poppers 225 race winner here tonight. Is he going to go for 3 in a row next week at Dover? You got to find out. Monster Mile, Gen 6, going to be a good one. Tune in. Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series going to roll on up in Dover. 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday nights, live and only on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll see you next week at Dover.